What's going on, everybody? We are back on a Tuesday night and we got some shit to talk about. I'm telling you now, Thor, Love and Thunder. But before that, as always, we got the best crew in the business. We got Kaz. What's going on, Kaz? How you doing, brother?
What's up, everybody? Shout out Chadwick Boseman with his Emmy nomination for his performance as Star Lord in What If. Everybody, clap it up, please. Everybody, clap it up, please. All
Word,
good, man.
word.
All good. Just he definitely deserves it.
Hell yeah, he definitely
Rest in
does.
rest in peace, King.
Word. And we got the spoiler alert himself, Cap, in the building. What's going on, Cap?
Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties on my end. You guys are like in slow motion, so I don't know how this is gonna go.
Nice. They're always trying to fuck us over. We got Lay in the building. What's going on, Lay?
Mine's chill, ready to talk about a movie.
Where
About.
where are you that you need a mask?
I've been at with a lot of people that people are gross.
People are gross.
Word.
Yeah. Really
We're
gross.
gonna have to put that on the shirt. People are gross.
That's a good shirt. Do you remember those like evil Calvin and Hobbes shirts where like Calvin just like peeing on everything?
Yeah.
It looks. I don't know if it's Calvin himself, but it's like that evil version of it, just peeing on stuff. Just something like that. Someone picking their nose and shit.
Word. What's going on, Kathy? Welcome.
Got fam in the
some reason,
building. Love
that
it.
Word.
Welcome, Kathy.
reminds
That's
me of,
awesome.
that reminds me. I used to love those shirts.
Yeah, those shirts are cool.
Yeah. But yo, as always, we start the podcast off with Cabs and his questions. I know you got one today.
I do. So, we live in a world where, it's full of ego. People are just full of vanity and stuff like that. And sometimes people are afraid of, you know, celebrating their own successes, because they don't want to be looked at a certain way. But let's change that rhetoric around a little bit. I want you guys to tell me something that you're proud of that you've accomplished in your life. And I'll start while you guys think. I've mentioned this before. When I was a kid, I was, like any other kid, watching a bunch of movies, 80s, 90s. You know how that goes.
Yep.
And one of the coolest things that I would see in movies is people working at a certain job and getting flown to like another job per diem and working somewhere else. And I always wanted to do that. I always thought that was fun. And in 2015, I got my opportunity to do that. My job sent me to different campaigns. I was flying for like a year. I was in Pittsburgh, Arizona, Atlanta, and just started new campaigns. Man, they gave us money to eat. I didn't spend $1 eating. I'll never forget, man, getting back home after that experience and having to spend my own money on food. I was like, what the fuck? This sucks. They gave us cool cars. We were like rock stars everywhere we went. People were like, oh my God, where you guys from? And it was just super cool. It was a super proud moment in my life that I got to do that, especially because it was something that I've seen as a kid for so long, and always thinking to myself like, damn, I really want to do that. I want to work somewhere and have them send me somewhere else and just work work somewhere else. And just, it was fun. The hotel life, just, chilling the telly, reporting to work, getting back, looking and enjoying these new areas. Super fun, super big moment in my life. And I was very proud that I got to do that. Now, will I do it again? Depends, because that shit is rough. Again, there was fly us home once a month,
Yeah.
to come back to your regular life. And I have my son was born at the time already, so seeing him, and obviously there was hardships with it, like obviously missing my son and stuff like that. But it was super fun, super proud that I got to do that. And in interviews, when they ask me like something that you're proud that you accomplished, I say that all the time. They're like, "Oh,
Nice.
it's so nice." So yeah, let's it's good to be proud of yourself sometimes, and I just want everybody out there to know that, like, it's okay to be proud of yourself. Don't be a show off, of course, but it's okay to speak about your successes and be proud of yourself. You're here, you're doing it, you're surviving, you're living.
Yeah.
Be proud of that.
Oh yeah. Anybody want to go next? Or?
I literally hate talking about any successes and all that shit because
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
To succeed is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to succeed. This is not. But if you give me a second, I'm gonna go real quick. I know exactly what it is. I'm gonna go find like a show and tell thing if we want to do this. So somebody else go. I'll be right back.
I'm all for it. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you succeeded at. Just something you're proud of. Could be something you collected. Could be someone you met. Something that you're proud of in your life. You got one, Otto?
Well, I got a few. The thing with me is I take pride in a lot of stuff that I do because
that's awesome, man.
Because a lot of the stuff that I've done has always been the hard way. Like that's the motto of our family. It's always the hard way. And there's really been nothing that I've got that was easy. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So,
that's why you celebrate that shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So like when I got my internship with Toyota out of high school, that was a proud moment for me because I wasn't supposed to get an internship. I had to sell myself to these people. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I told you guys the story of this before, right? Where I was the patsy. So I went to a vocational school, and because I missed so many days, I was a truant, and I was bottom on the list of the kids that were had the good grades and everything like that. So I was used as a patsy, and I was like number 161, and I would go on interviews with like the top 10 students, and they would always be like, "Oh, we want these kids," and I would never get picked. So one time in school, we had the managers of the dealerships come to the school to see how we operate, and the dickhead teacher had me telling everybody where to park. So while I was telling everybody where to park, I was like, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Vince. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I work in this class. Blah blah blah. We've done this, and I'm selling what I've done in this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them what we do. They're asking me questions about the program and all this other stuff. And the thing was, I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? So when they ask me a question, I can answer the question because like when the teachers talk, when the teachers talk, I pay attention, and I was I'm mechanically inclined, so it's not that hard.
Yeah.
So and what helped me out was when one of the teachers, he was actually the only teacher that actually gave a shit about the fact that I was always absent. Like I made a deal with him that if I was never absent again, he'll pass me. So I was never absent again for his class.
His class.
No. Well, at all, because to me, I was like either I'm not going or I'm going. So it wasn't I cut. So I passed his class, and he was he passed me. So ever since I showed him that I actually have the responsibility to do this shit, that I just was like, yo, this school is a waste of fucking time. Since day one, that was my attitude when I went to that school, because they told me out of 1,600 kids, 80 kids graduated.
Wow.
I was like, yo, this is a dumb school. I was like, I don't know why I picked the school. I thought this was supposed to be a good school. Y'all dumb motherfuckers. And ever since then, I was like, yo, this is a waste of my time. So once he realized that I'm actually serious about doing shit and I was responsible, he had my back. So he spoke to the same managers I spoke to, and one of them wound up hiring me, and I worked at Toyota for 2.5 years.
So you were the guy that got the job that wasn't supposed to get the job,
and I lasted the longest.
That is incredible. See, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. I will clap that up, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted today with this question. That's what I wanted. That's awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Look at that bunch of knuckleheads.
Word.
All right. Cap had the show and tell going. I'm excited for this.
Yeah. So this right here is what chest candy. It's your this is ribbons, right? That you get that go along with medals and shit. A lot of them are basic. One in the middle is just because I was in the service during time war. This is global war, and terrorism, things like that. This one here is good service. But the top one is a joint service medal. And around 2005, 2006, I was overseas in Italy. I was on my ship to Mount Whitney. Lebanon broke out into conflict. And they were lobbing missiles over each other. My ship went to become the communications as we were out to sea, as we were trying to coordinate to get civilians and military personnel evacuated from the conflict. My job as a CTM, I maintain equipment for like the top secret shit. Yeah. So high-end admirals and people from the government coming in, doing conversations, discussing how to, best effectively use all the ships and get everybody out and blah blah blah. When we went there,
so you was like Mainframe from G.I. Joe,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Love Mainframe.
When we went there, none of our equipment turned on. We're just the admiral's ship, so we haven't been in conflict. Like normally, we just wherever the admirals, I feel like going here, we take them. So we're on the way, turn all this shit on, all the radars and shit. We realize, ooh, this don't work. So I literally worked days straight, 20 hours a day, got everything up and running, got everything set up, and made sure all of our video teleconferences went through. We were able to coordinate all this metal for it, and really just busted my ass, making sure it was 100% prepared. And this that I don't know if I can talk about my clearance, but that's something that I mean, it's nothing. It's not like government secrets. Like you're not gonna find out like, oh, aliens landed and also did some shit. Moon Knight wasn't also there, so
I knew you.
But favorite part of this story is our ship went to dry dock, Malta, so they can clean. And I had some leave, so I went to the ship. When I came back, the ship wasn't ready for us, so I just had free time. They called like a little picnic for the ship. So I show up with scruff like this, leather jacket that I love from Italy, regular jeans and a t-shirt, and the captain hand these ribbons out. Well, the people from the ship had to be in uniform. So anybody who got a medal was in their uniform. I got my shit pinned on my leather jacket, looking like a badass maverick from the movies. It's like a renegade.
Badass Danny Zuko. That's awesome. You see, that's a good story. That's what I'm talking about. That's something definitely to be proud of. And as always, something that we say here all the time. Shout out to the vets. Always, always, always shout out to the fucking vets, bro. For real.
Word.
Kathy, I love it. You tell me everything about these two. No. Don't do that. But I appreciate it. Flaka, what's going on, by the way? It's going to be a little difficult to understand you, bro. Just risk the COVID for this podcast. Just risk it. I hear machine gun sounds.
Word.
You're muted. Oof. This is perfect for Love and Thunder review.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It wouldn't be us if we didn't have problems. And there you go.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Toe and Caps.
The toe in the calves.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hear me
man.
now?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow that up with Cap.
It is, but something that you're proud of. Doesn't have to be nothing crazy.
I think it would be first time I've seen not being from Thai land that pretty much is. You know, 15 years. The only thing they say about you is, oh, he has bigger legs for him. But sparring section, I kind of kept climbing up, and I kind of that level of ascension with it. You know, and fitness was being an outsider and being accepted by everybody. The moment where we're going out to get a drink, I'm 16, I can't. Let's go. So it's even from there.
Is there some like Wi-Fi you can connect to over there? You're cutting in and out pretty bad.
I'm actually on it.
Is there some Wi-Fi you could connect to? Something you're cutting out pretty bad, brother. It looks like it's like bad reception.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah. Take a yeah. See what you can do, but you know, yeah.
He's probably gonna beat somebody up.
I think he was telling us this, I think he was telling us his like own little League of Shadows stories where he like moved up some kind of fighting ranks or something like that. I think that's what happened. I think that's where we were at.
He did the Kumite.
I think he said Ra's al Ghul showed him the Lazarus pit.
I think so, something like that. Yeah. That's what I got from that. Yeah.
To the wild.
Oh shit! You get this looks like the end of No Way Home.
No, I'm out the best reception because the place is downstairs, so you really get any good service.
If you gotta sit this one out, brother, it's all good. Don't worry. You look very busy right now. Meet us later. Meet us later on. You look very busy. So yeah, I think we got our question. There's some technical difficulties, y'all. Sorry about that.
What's going on? So, that's Karma. What's going on, Karma?
Yeah. How funny is it? Technical difficulties when you're like, hey, brag about yourselves.
Yeah, right. Thank you, knuckleheads, for messing up my question.
But mostly me.
No, we got it all around.
Yeah, your Cap's going through the same shit. Oh, Jem, my bad, Jem. Go ahead, Lane.
Out too
wait,
much.
there you go. Yeah, there's a little delay from your audio and your thing, but we can hear you.
Yeah, like I said, it was to a thing where you're the outsider, and being accepted in a great way. I don't want it there, so fortunately the place, but I still keep in contact with everybody that I train with. You know what I mean?
I told you it was that I had gathered that from the story. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
See, it's good to be proud of stuff. Let's start positive because now comes the first was the love, now it's the thunder. You know what I mean? Because I know people. This movie is extremely divisive, and I get it, but if you guys don't mind. I know we usually no wait. I know we usually leave Cap for last. Cap, if you don't mind, I want you to start this one.
You want me to start?
I want you to start this one.
So All right, what like the whole spoiler review or my issues
Spoiler
with it?
review
Yeah.
is on. Spoiler alert is on.
All right. So my number one issue with this movie is I'm gonna do something similar to what I did with the Spider-Man movie. Although, in my opinion, this movie's still not good. But but for me, I don't like. I needed more storytelling. I needed storytelling. Something compelling. We had Jane Foster who was going through the actual cancer, like in the comics. She had cancer, and that she had the hammer, and there's a compelling story to tell, but they didn't tell it. They used that storyline, but they didn't tell it. They could have been
And
a whole thing.
remember. Sorry to cut you off, Cap. But remember, we were speculating here that we didn't know if they were gonna do the whole cancer thing, and they were just gonna maybe do like she got sick because of the ether inside her. But they went for it. So yeah.
Yeah, but even within that, there there is a compelling storyline, and you could have wrote because Gore wants to kill all gods because the gods did not help. They didn't give a shit. Well, then you have Thor, who's a god who loves Jane Foster. You could have made it that the ether being put in, pulled out, put back, gave her the cancer. So the reason for the cancer was Thor's love of her and trying to save everybody from the snap. And that could have tied into Gore to where, and that's another storyline that they used part of, but they didn't do it effectively enough for me. Because how cool would it have been if Gore saw him killing gods? We didn't see him kill anybody except for the first guy. We saw Gore kill people, and he walks up to one guy, and he's like, "Yo, your god is ineffectual. I have to kill him." And there's a conversation with him on faith and on love of a deity, and we get to see that this dude's faith should be rewarded, but his god comes close to helping him, but it's not the exact help he needs. So Gord uses that as a, see what I mean? But we can read it as, no, Gord, you're misunderstanding that whole relationship. And then you get to Thor, and he looks at Jane and is like, look, he made you sick. He's not helping you out. And it's an issue of, we're not seeing God be feckless. We're not seeing God be useless. We're seeing the whole of they can't help. Sometimes they do help. It's still just the way the universe works. It's not always you ask for something, you get something, and there's a whole spectrum, and it wrestles with the entire. It plays with your mind, and it actually wrestles with the whole. Am I with Gore? Do I want all gods to die? Are there reasons for gods now? Because in the movie, I was with Gore from the first dude, kill him. You get to Zeus and Mount Olympus, kill all of them, dude. They're fucking useless. They're just sitting up there. They don't even give a shit that the other one's fucking doing thing. They don't. Nobody. So what do I kills in there and kills all gods? The fuck do I care? And then we get to the end where I choose love. Cool. But you love her. You didn't show me the love of God to love his people. You just showed me you love her. A person who's already sick and dying. So how do I know that it goes further than just her being sick and dying? So and acting my plan, I'm gonna give you
Oh,
like I understand to have a happy ending.
That is a part of his review.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys,
We can hear you.
You're like in and out. I don't know if a child surprise is a happy ending. Does the store make any money to support this kid? It's literally a child surprise. Not really, but if you watch The Witcher, it's different. But that's I was like, yo, so Thor got a child surprise. Look at that.
Yo, fun fact.
Can you guys
Apparently,
hear me?
that's his real daughter.
We can hear you. We can hear you. So that's something that all of the kids that ended up getting powers, which was extremely irresponsible but kind of funny. All of those kids are like cast member children. That was like the whole point of this. So like when I learned that, it put me in a funny spot with this movie that I was like, man, these guys just went in there to just be goofy. Like I think that was the point. I think they just went in there. It felt like once I read that, I was like, bro, these people just had a big sleepover and documented the whole thing and made a stupid movie. You know?
Yeah.
That's how I
absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. They just I mean, the one thing I realized, I went back and watched, and I watched the first Thor again because that's disrespectful. And you know what I just got to give one point out, and I was like this goofy Thor that much. The Thor I get here, I've never been a fan of, because simple-minded, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like minded, you know what I mean? Like everything. And here, he's like just an idiot. You know what I mean? Like he's just dumb.
Yeah.
I still so that like, and although I said stupid movie, I still like the movie. I still like it, right? And it's just so I don't want to say that my expectations for Thor were low, but remember a couple of podcasts ago we were talking about like Moon Knight and overhyping yourself. So it was hard to not overhype yourself for Multiverse of Madness, how they had it laid out. Multiverse of Madness. And if you ask the entire crew that made that movie, they will tell you, oh, there was madness here. It's like, maybe you got some mad. I don't know if you got madness.
Oh, it was madness after people watched it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what you got. There was mad. There wasn't madness. It's
Yeah.
like if you would have called that movie Doctor Strange 2 Into the Multiverse, then maybe, so seeing a movie like Thor Love and Thunder, I kind of knew there was going to be a lot of love already. And seeing, Ragnarok, I was like, yeah, I figured they would do the same thing. You right? So now this movie is literally Love and Thunder. It's exactly what it is. It's love and zaniness and craziness and shocking and stupidness, right? But there was a lot of cute stuff in between. My saying might have gotten too cute. A little too cute.
A little too cute.
Definitely too cute at points. But I was expecting this. Now, I've seen a lot of people say this. This isn't my point. I won't take credit for it at all. I've seen a lot of people say that, basically they just told, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Taika Waititi. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. They basically told him, yo, just redo Ragnarok. Now, Ragnarok has some serious tones in it, but it was also in this zany world ruled by this ridiculous king, Jeff Goldblum. So all the serious stuff kind of took a back seat there, and it all made sense within that world.
Yeah.
Here, we got Jane going through something crazy. Gord the God Butcher out on a freaking rampage, looking terrifying. Shout out to Christian Bale, did a great job. So, like, some of the zaniness didn't land the same as it did in the first one. So, a lot of people are saying that the difference in worlds was what kind of lost everybody here. Where, yeah, the first one was serious, but it got more serious at the end when Asgard and all of that happened. But this time it felt a little different. There was like more realistic shit going on. So is that a point that I agree with that point? But I still, and man, some of the jokes were really dumb. Like the memes, the goat meme, like, bro, after the second scream, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Now, some of the stuff I did find funny, even though some other people didn't, like when he goes up to Sith and she's dying. And he's like, oh, she's like, I thought I'd be in Valhalla. He's like, maybe your arm's in Valhalla. Like, I thought that was funny. It was goofy. I get it. But it was just, it did lean a little bit more towards what if Thor, you know, it did. But I still think there was a good movie. I think it was a good ending. I thought the fight in this negative looking black and white world was kind of fun. It was cool. I really enjoyed Jane, seeing her as the mighty Thor. That was awesome. The jealousy from Stormbreaker was stupid as well, but I did find that funny. When Stormbreaker creeped out of the hallway with that like awkward fucking slow motion silence and just looked at Thor, I thought that shit was kind of funny. Again, it was a cute movie. Bring the kids. The kids will love it.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe this is the Ant-Man palate cleanser, maybe. But when someone tells me they don't like this movie, I understand. I'm not gonna fight you on it, but I still did enjoy it very much.
You know, yeah.
Before you guys, I just want to jump in to ping off something Cap just said. The whole Lady Sif thing. You have Thor who's lost himself again, right? He doesn't know what he's fucking. It looked like he healed before, but apparently talking to his mom didn't do anything. He's still. You have the Warriors 3, his best fucking friends, the people he should have been able to turn to in this time. You killed them off like they were nothing in Ragnarok. And even in this movie, you go, oh, and then that dude died, and that dude, and whoever the fuck
they
that was.
They made a joke of it, which was funny.
Which is bullshit.
It's
but
bullshit, though.
You get to Lady Sif. Lady Sif could have been when Star-Lord was like, yo, look into the eyes of people you love. There's Lady Sif. There's one. There's somebody who could have helped him in this fucking healing process. Alongside we're just going to be in because who gives a shit about fucking what do you call it? People around Thor and shit that he can do. Am I out again?
No, we hear you.
No, you good.
Who gives a shit about Thor's support structure? Just make him an idiot, and let's just not only kill off everybody who should be around him, make them insignificant.
So
that's what I have a problem with.
And to go back off you, first of all, I am not enjoying these 2-hour time limits. Give us another 15, 20 minutes of some story building. Like I said, the same thing about Multiverse of Madness. I would have liked a little bit more time with the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. You build that up in Infinity War about this ragtag team, and we're gonna have some fun here, and they're gone in the first 10 minutes. Like, I didn't expect them to stick around the whole movie. This is a Thor movie, but I wanted to see a little bit more of that. And off Cap's point, how they just they killed all off of his friends, and they made it a joke like, oh, you don't know this person, you don't know this person. So I don't know, maybe Marvel needs to stop listening to fans. Like, stop making the movie shorter and just kind of do your thing, because I feel like that was all led by fans not knowing who these people were and making a joke out of it. And then you have Sif, like, well, Sif could be important, like Cap said, but nobody knows her. And it's like, wait a minute, we just saw her in Loki. You know, it would have been cool to have something with Sif. I did like the Armin Valhalla joke. I'm not gonna lie, I did. But this movie was very much hit and miss, like literally for me. Some things worked, but a lot of other things didn't. You know, so we haven't let you go. So
no, well, so one thing I've noticed while thinking about this movie is that a lot of these characters, their movies serve a purpose. So, like you mentioned, Ant-Man. Ant-Man introduced the quantum realm,
Yes, sir.
right? So I'm thinking like, all right, Evangelista, what's going on? So I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, what is Thor? Thor introduces weapons. So Thor 1, he introduced Mjolnir, right? And Loki wanted to take Mjolnir to rule Asgard. That was the premise of it. And then Thor had to be worthy of it. Thor 2, they introduced the ether, which turned out to be a fucking reality stone, which was one of the weapons that that Thanos wanted to get to destroy half the galaxy. Ragnarok, Thor had to go get the crown so that guy can destroy Asgard to kill uh, Lady Death or whatever.
Hella.
Hella.
Hela. There you go. Yeah. So I'm saying like, okay, he's introducing weapons. So the weapon in this movie was the God Killer sword, and they didn't show the true power of it, which I'm hearing that sword is symbiotic, and that's where the symbiotes come from, the same place that sword came from.
Which they can't elaborate on because of licenses, unfortunately.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So I get that, but they didn't really show the true power of this sword, right? So they destroy it, and now it's like, is the girl the weapon that they needed?
Or the lightning bolt, thunderbolt.
Well, that lightning bolt did jack shit.
That shit didn't do nothing.
It didn't do jack shit. There was no need for it.
Is somebody. Okay.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that's probably going to be a weapon that they're going to use in the future, but they never elaborated what eternity was. You grant one wish. Okay, she came back to life, and that was it. The one thing that Cap mentioned was there's no growth of character in this movie, and there's no real lesson for someone to learn. Like, one of the things I enjoy about movies a lot is that there's a lesson that anyone can take something away from. Like, here you could have had Thor. Yes, he talked to his mom. He got his confidence back into beating Thanos, but he's still like, I gotta find out who I am. My whole life I've been trying to be Odin. I've been trying to be leader of Asgard. That's not who I feel like I am. I gotta find out who I am. And he's going through his journey, and then you can have the girl with the antlers from the Guardians of the Galaxy. I forgot her fucking name.
Mantis.
Mantis, there you go. So you can have her touch Thor and be like, you seem very confused. Not empty, not lost, confused. Because he knows deep down inside, he doesn't want to fight anymore. He wants to be with Jane. He wants to be at peace. Because he realized with the loss of his mom, time isn't infinite. And the fight is pretty much over. He doesn't see fulfillment in fighting. That could have been something that the Guardians of the Galaxy was going through with him. Because he was sitting there just meditating. He's like, yo, we need you. And he doesn't want to fight. He's reluctant because he's like, yo, I need this. And then he goes back to help Asgard. Or he goes back to Asgard and they're being attacked. And he's trying to help out. And he sees Jane. And Jane's the new Thor. Now, when Christian Bale comes, he's trying to kill all the gods. Thor's a fucking god. He's trying to kill Jane. Now he needs to fight for his woman. And then you can build up that thing where it's like, yo, bro, sometimes you're gonna have to fight. And you can be who you were, but also grow into this guy with Jane. And then let that love story build up. Because I'm not a big fan of the unnecessary love stories. But if you're gonna give me one where both of these people are struggling apart and they have to be together to grow, then show it to me.
But I think that's the lesson, right? The lesson is letting go. His whole thing to Jane is like, yo, don't pick up the hammer, it's gonna kill you. And it's like, no, I make my own decisions, Thor. Like, let it go. I'm gonna be here for you. And we just kind of saw that in Ms. Marvel a bit, where it's like, why are you so worried about getting to where you're supposed to be? Like, there's no rush, man. Just Thor was so, like, to me, Thor has been so interested in finding out his purpose this entire time that it's like, dude, what's the rush, man? You're 1,500 years old. Like, let it take some time. Let it come to you. And I think in a way, through all of what happened in this movie, it did come to him in the form of not love for necessarily a woman, but a child. But what part
of this movie told you that Thor was looking for something for a family of his own?
Well, not that he was looking for a family
No,
of his
no,
own, but he was looking for something.
But I'm saying, like, there was never a part where he was sitting there going, I'm trying to have I'm trying to settle down. I'm trying to grow. Like, you know how a man comes in his life where he's like, yo, I'm not 20 years old anymore. You know, it's like I don't have the energy to do all this other shit. I think it's, I want something for myself. There was no part that signified, something. Maybe Thor needs something bigger than himself. And then when he gets the kid, is like, okay, this is what he meant by he wants something bigger than himself, because now he has to be a parent to this child. He has to take care. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the one thing. It's like there's not enough seriousness in this movie, so the funniness can grow.
No, 100% agree there. But I think that's the thing about Thor being confused and trying to find out what it is that he really needed. That's the point. He didn't know. No one knows what they need until it's there and you kind of feel it, right?
But
so
all he see the message I got from this movie was he wanted to make sure he wanted to always be worthy. He wanted to be worthy of Moliere because he kept trying to get it. He wanted to be worthy of Jane, and then he wanted to be worthy of the gods, of Zeus. Which, by the way, I have to give credit for Russell Crowe because he actually spoke with an accent. He actually spoke with an accent.
It was a weird Italian Greek accent, but it was cool.
He did something.
He did something. He did something.
Yeah.
He did something.
Yeah. Not like The Rock, but he did something, But
so
yeah.
That's why I think this movie's so divisive, because it's just the perception of love, the perception of humor, the perception of the journey, how to get there. I feel like everyone took this movie in their own separate ways, which is what happens with a lot of media and all of that. But I think this one had so much going on under the serious tones and the funny, and trying to make a coherent movie and trying to keep it MCU based, that it kind of just like went all over the place. And then I started reading about how all of the kids on set were like essentially people's kids who were in the cast. And even there was an interview with Natalie Portman where she was like, yo, so crazy. When I first came in here to start in the MCU all the way back, me and Thor had just gotten into our relationships. And, coming back now, we're here and our kids are on set. I kind of feel like they just threw away all reason and just kind of had a good time.
Yeah, it was like a movie for them. I get it.
Yeah, it was it was a movie for them. Yeah, which is not what you want to do if you have billions of fans, right? Yeah.
This is what I've heard. I've heard that Taika Waititi did a 4-hour version of this film, not a director's cut. He just filmed a whole bunch of shit that was about 4 hours in length, and then went into the edit room and put the movie together. Meaning, he didn't set out with a script to go, here's where we start, here's the middle, here's the end, here's the 3 acts. He just did a bunch of shit, and then went in the room and said, all right, where do I act? Which you can do if you were going to do a full-on comedy. And I'm not saying that there's nothing funny about, about disbelief in gods, about even having cancer. You can find little jokes and humor to get through dark times.
For sure.
But what you can't do, in my opinion, is go, we're a full-on comedy. Oh, by the way, she's dying of cancer. And it's going to be real sad. And she's going to have to make a sacrifice. We're a full-on comedy. Oh, by the way, this dude hates all gods and is trying to kill gods because they don't give a shit about their subjects.
So
what?
It's I completely agree, which is why I was saying this movie is literally just that. It's love and thunder. It's love. It's the love of a person, want them to stick around, wanting to help, and then all the crazy zaniness. And it's like, you would think it would work for a Thor movie, especially how the last one was directed, but it just kind of went all over the place. And what Cap just says makes a lot of sense, that you just made a 4-hour movie and piece things together, because that's exactly how there was so much going on here, and then what they set up for the future. Like, I was talking to someone about it. They were like, "Bro, another villain, more villains now. Now the gods are involved. What the hell? You know, there's a lot going on here."
Yeah.
There's one
Post
thing I want to
credit
bring
scene is
up real
probably what I
quick.
like more. That's what I'm saying. And the fact that I know the guy from another show, I was like, I'm with it.
Everybody
Other
liked
than that-
Hercules. Everybody liked Hercules because of the actor playing Hercules, for sure.
Who is that?
I don't know who that is.
I didn't know him, but
Uh,
everybody like loves him.
Oh, okay.
This show called Ted
Yo,
Lasso. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's like it becomes a soccer coach,
Yes,
for Euro.
yes.
right?
Okay.
And it's pretty much a fish out of water thing. Everybody starts to really fall in love with good dude. He's just trying to do good, you know. Everybody, yeah, he's one of the stars in it, but he's also like enough that you find him as a viable threat. Like it's that point, you're like, it's either having a problem with he is Hercules.
Yo, let. I love you, but
Yeah.
you're cutting in and out big time. Like, yeah, I could barely get home, brother. Get home and then talk to us. Get home and then talk to us. 'Cause I don't want you to fucking get hit by a car trying to do this fucking podcast, bro. But it's gonna be like fucking Hercules, meow. You know what I mean?
Word.
God forbid, bro.
I got a question. I got a question for everybody here, because the movie ended with Thor now having a kid, and Toe brought it up. Like, where the fuck did this come from out of left field? Right? Where did the whole kid thing come from? Now, I got a question. If you're like Thor, right? Your family in that, your dad's dead, your mom's dead, you had to kill your sister, your brother's dead, the Warriors 3 are dead, Sis fucked up, Jane's died of cancer,
Dying.
Heimdall's dead. But she eventually dies. Heimdall's dead.
Yeah.
The Avengers fucked up. Half the universe died. You came back. Now they're disbanded because apparently nobody ever that questions them or brings them in. The Guardians of the Galaxy fucking left you and didn't want you around and couldn't wait to get rid of you. What in that says, hey, you know what I need? Get a child.
Well, I mean, he didn't
That,
want it.
where does that come from?
It's funny
Yeah.
because he didn't want it, and I was like, damn, y'all just kind of threw this on Thor because Jen was like, don't worry, she'll be looked after. And Thor was like, you fucking giving me a kid? What? Like, because Jane is the one that says it while he's dying. She's like, don't worry, we got it. And it's like, bitch, we got it. Like, I'm going to have it. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? I don't want this. I'm telling you, like, that's not a happy ending. My man got to do homework now. He's an idiot. That's not a happy ending. That was the scariest part of the movie for me. Now you just got a kid to take care of out of nowhere, and you don't even know how to take care of yourself.
Word.
But now, that's another thing. We left off. So again, we brought it up last week. I'm not fucking religious at all. But if you go to this with the belief of deities, your only logical outcome is, unless your God is Thor and is going to raise you and be there physically and protect you, your God is fucking trash. And it's like, but that's not how that works. That's not how faith works. That's not, like, you can't tell me that all the gods are trash. Cool. So then Thor then is not a god. Because there's exceptions to every rule, but the only one that we're looking at is the exception.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense.
He bleeds red like us. He doesn't bleed gold.
Yeah.
So then either he's not a god, or he is a god, in which case, like,
he's not
when they showed up, when the Asgardians showed up, it didn't feel like the gods were all together. It felt like Danny LaRusso from the Karate Kid showed up and Enter the Dragon. And you're like, yeah, he might know some karate. He's not beating these like these guys are on a completely different fucking level than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. There was a lot of weird stuff, man. It was weird. I
I
like
wanna-
the movie though.
I want to mention one thing though. Like we mentioned Ant-Man. Ant-Man was the palate cleaner, but the tones of those movies before Endgame, Ant-Man was funny, but it wasn't stupid. They still had Hank Pym, who was smart, who developed a lot of shit. His daughter, who was a strong woman, and all that. The only people that were really comedy wise was Ant-Man and his people. Everyone else was normal, and that's what kind of made it funny. It was just a bunch of people that had a sense of humor and really didn't know what the fuck they were doing. In this movie, Thor is everyone's stupid. Like Valkyrie is stupid. Jane became stupid. Fucking her helper from WandaVision, she became stupid again. Fucking Krog, Kurg, the Rock dude. He's the only one. Korg. He's the only one that I fully accept that we saw him from the beginning. That's who he was. He never changed. He was always that.
I see what you're saying. Everyone stepped on the stupid bear trap for this movie.
Yes, and I don't mind, but I need someone to be straight other than Christian Bale. Christian Bale did his thing in this movie. And to be honest with you, I think Christian Bale was the saving grace. And if they had more of him throughout the MCU, I would be excited for it. But the god Zeus acted stupid, and I get it because that's to symbolize the whole the god, like you can't expect the guys to do anything and they're a bunch of pussies. Which also it's this a symbol of life. Is like the people that don't have to work for anything never really know what it's like to do work.
To work for anything, yeah.
Yeah, so when these guys can't die and they control everything and they have to go face somebody that can kill them, they're like, no, we're not fucking with that. He can't get to us, we're safe. Fuck everyone else. And I get it. So you're sitting there like, oh, all right, these gods ain't shit. But I never understood why Thor turned around and said, well, let's go make a team of gods. Bro, you're the fucking god of thunder. Why is he the only one that needs a team to face everyone he ever faced?
So that's the thing. That's the thing about like it's recycled jokes. It was the whole, we're gonna make a new team called the Revengers. So that's something that I've been seeing a lot of. It's like, yo, this is I forgot who said this, man, but I've seen multiple people describe it in this way, where Thor Love and Thunder is a magician trying to do the same card trick twice.
Yeah.
And by the second time, you already got the trick. Like, hey, buddy, I get how to do it now. So that's the thing about Thor. I think he went to look for the gods just because that's just kind of what he knows how to do now. I mean, that's just all he thinks about. It's like, yo, we're in trouble. Let's go get a team. That's just where he's at. He just came from the event. Like, he has been not exactly alone, but he was with his crew.
Warriors 3.
Yeah, he was with his crew earlier, and they in the movie at least they kind of didn't match where he got up to in terms of like strength and shit. Obviously, he's a fucking god. Then he goes to the Avengers, where he kind of like, okay, this is a little bit more balance here. There's some people that could really get busy, but I'm still the strongest Avenger. Fuck this. And then he goes to the Guardians, where pretty much no one in there is like kind of where he's at. Like, all he knows how to do is click jump. So like his first instinct was, hey, let's just go get a team, which kind of lends to Gord a little bit, because he went to go get a team. There's no other teams that he can get. So stupid Thor is like, fuck it, I'll go get the gods. They're killing gods. Let's go get some more gods to band together and take this on. And it's just like, there's so much stupidity around it and like lame jokes that it just kind of didn't work. And it's like Thor's being stupid.
Yeah, and also he's like, yo, if we can't get Zeus, we got to get his lightning bolt. What did the lightning bolt do?
The lightning bolt did nothing. He's trying to like, again, this is what he like, and again, it's part of his arc where it's like, no, Thor, you can't just go around life doing shit the same way every time and expect, different results. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
I think I said that backwards. But like you're doing the same thing every time, and every time it keeps fading and not working. So it's not that he's clueless, it's that he has a one-track mind, and before, the joke on Thor was that like he was like this big stiff, and then in Ragnarok he kind of let loose, and then in What If he let too loose, and
Yeah.
this time I feel like they just try to grab a whole bunch of different Thor, like, hey, let's put Thor the god in here. Let's put Thor the comedian. Let's put Thor the idiot. Let's put Thor, like, bro, just pick one or two Thors that we can like handle here, because like you said, it's like, bro, if I get his mindset, it's like, bro, they're out there killing gods. Let's put gods together to band against this god killer. In theory, it makes sense, but you pull up to Zeus and it's like, I think they were trying to further push the point that these gods ain't shit. And it's kind of like meeting your heroes type of thing. Don't ever meet your heroes. He met his hero and it's like, you know what? You gods are a piece of shit, man. Fuck y'all. And then I guess in a way it makes you think about like, Gord. Like, okay,
it was right.
He's right. These gods suck. But there was just so much ridiculousness in between it that kind of got in the way. Because it's like, hey, remember, guys, we're still a funny movie. Like Cap was saying. And you were saying, like, hey, we're still a funny movie. Even though I think there was some really cool stuff that they could have explored in there.
I think when he went to the gods, that's when it should have went serious. I think he did, like, Zeus does all that show and shit. But when he speaks to Thor, that's when it's serious. That's when Zeus is on some, I'm your hero. But it's not my responsibility to save you or any of these people down there. I'm the fucking god of thunder. I put thunder, like, none of these, just look at him, like, none of these fucking gods give a shit about those humans down there. We just sit here. We're just meant to watch them for the Celestials or some shit like that. Like blow Thor's mind. Like, yo, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like really crush Thor's soul to be like, I don't want to be a god type shit.
And you just hear like, oh, you're not invited to the orgy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So there's like a little bit of struggle, like maybe this nigga's right. But then Thor's like, no, but it's the right thing. I can't let him kill all these fucking gods. I can't let him kill these people. Because what's next? If he kills them, absolute power corrupts absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be something that makes him go, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing by saving ya. But then he gets that moral compass of, nah, I have to stop him from doing this because there could be something worse.
Yawn, another MCU movie that we fixed. Yawn.
You know what's funny is I'm normally the guy who sits up here and tells Toe, like, oh, well, this is why you wouldn't call the Avengers because blah, blah, blah. It's how it works in the comics. They don't all have to get together. But this is the one movie where I'm like, yo, we need a team to stop him. You have a team to stop him. You have a team to stop Thanos. Call the fucking Avengers.
Or somebody.
Call the fucking Guardians back. Now, here's the funny thing. We need a team of gods to go get him. Cool. You had a woman dying of cancer, yourself, and some kids, and you fucking did fine.
Yeah.
Like, 3 of you went up there and did. So what did you really need a team?
Yeah.
Like, it would have been better. See, this is the one time where it would have been like, hey, go to Omnipotent City. Yo, Gore the God Butcher is in here. He's trying to kill all you. And then Zeus is like, oh, we're locked down because he's got the sword. He can kill any one of us. He's trying to get to eternity. Cool. You take your protocols. You lock yourselves down. Because that's still going to show us, oh, they give more of a shit about themselves because they're hiding away in the bunker when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
But then again, you're still on Thor's side where you're like, yo, we have to stop him because these So you hide in here, enact your shit. I'm gonna go call my group, and we're gonna go fucking handle this.
In a way, like, and again, you know what's funny? Like, in a way that sort of happened, because they go to Zeus, they ask for help, and he makes he in a real flashy way he says no. But yeah, like, we all know, like, you're kind of scared, bro. Cut it out. You're
Yeah.
scared, you know? So it's like, I think the message that you wanted to be put across in that scene could have been put across in that scene if we're not looking at Hemsworth ass. If we're not talking about this massive orgy, if we don't have, you know, Valkyrie like, oh damn, Thor, you're looking so good. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't have the foolishness, then, and again, it sucks because this is kind of Taika's thing.
And-
You know, Jojo Rabbit got so much praise for this comedy Jewish Hitler kind of thing that he did, and I've never watched the movie, but they have that real crazy scene with the shoes. Like,
But
you
he
would
gave,
think it would have worked out, but it didn't work. It just didn't
but
work.
he gave so much reverence
For
to
sure.
the controversial shit within the comedy.
I agree.
That's why it worked.
Yeah.
It's because he picked up on the absurdity of it and gave it the respect it needed, so that it wasn't making light of that situation. It wasn't doing any harm culturally to anybody.
Yes. Like, it
But
was
here-
comedy, but there wasn't memes. So that's the thing. Defer comedy and memes. This is a big problem that a lot of people are having. It's funny because the goats in the trailers, everybody was like, oh shit, he has his goat ship from the Greek mythology. Everybody was with it. We all love goats. That's a new thing in the internet. People just love goats. But having them scream over and over and just be ridiculous. And at first it was funny because it's like, oh, mighty Thor, thank you so much. Here's this gift. It's like, that's not a gift. Like, they're trying to get rid of these things, clearly. And again, it was just, to me, this is Thor. Instead of Thor Love and Thunder, it's Thor Hit or Miss. Like, that's how this whole movie felt to me, that there was really good stuff in here. There was really some dope shit that we could have explored, but there was a lot of zaniness, and sometimes it got too cute.
You know what's crazy? There is one thing I would say about this movie that we have not mentioned, that this part didn't need to be in there. All they needed to do was change the tone of some of these parts and maybe a few lines, and this would have been a fucking awesome movie.
We got a good movie.
Yeah. Because the problem is, this cannot be 100% comedy. Not when you have a guy that's trying to avenge his daughter's death from the gods. That's a serious topic. When you have a woman that has cancer, that's a serious fucking topic. When you have a dude that lost himself and he's trying to find himself, that's a serious fucking topic. Yes, there can be comedy within it. There can be jokes. I think if that was serious, the goats would have been funnier. The goats would have been way funnier if those parts were serious.
Yeah.
Christian Bale, to me, like, yo, just show his parts to people that want to see this movie, and they'll think this was an Oscar-worthy movie.
I enjoyed the fight between them three in that planet, and everything was black and white.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is visually some of the best that I've seen in a while. Because we always talk about the MCU in there, and I'm not saying it was great. You know, MCU's always Achilles' heel is one of their biggest Achilles' heels is gonna be the VFX and the graphics. But I was legit looking at that shit like, yo, this is kind of sick right now. There was some cool double moves. You know, I'm a big fan of the double moves. I was like, yo, I love the whole tone. Everything is black and white around the God Butcher. And there's some real cool scenes going on here. Slow motion used well, right? And I was like, man, this is sick. But
the last act of the movie, had the entire movie had that balance of tone, would have worked. Because in that last act, there was the comedy from watching the kids use whatever weapons they have. And that little girl with the bunny.
Yeah.
There was a seriousness when Thor hunkers down and is like, yo, Jane, you can't do this. This is not helping you. It's actually hurting you. And then when she shows up and is like, fuck it. if I'm not gonna make it, I'm gonna go out swinging. And then Gord turn around and like, yo, I gotta fucking get to the end. Like that last 30 minutes was a good fucking part of the movie. I have no
Yes, sir.
complaints to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like you said, you brought up the goats. All they did was scream. How funny would it have been if you just put all the fucking meme? If you're gonna do it, the goats scream. One of them passes out because of fear, like they do in those fucking funny videos.
Yeah.
One of them does like a jump kick off of another shit. Just put all of them in there. Give us a variety. Don't just be the worst one, and that's the one we run with for fucking 3.5 hours or 2 hours, whatever.
I would have loved if midway through the ghosts just talk. Like, yo, actually we're very serious. We just kind of don't know why they put us here. We're a little freaked out. So we're actually very calm. But this guy, the Thor, is a little scary. I don't know what your story is, like pointing at like a Jane, and you, Valkyrie, like you seem pretty cool. You know, like there's goofiness, there's jokes. We need to, and we live in this world where it's hard to differentiate comedy, memes, and people just straight up being kind of, and people just kind of being straight up assholes. You know what I'm saying? Like comedians are funny because they're not memey. Like comedians don't meme. They might refer to a meme and build comedy around it. And like, I get it. Goat screaming is a sensation on the internet right now. But did we need, I counted like 10 screams. By Scream 3, I was like, okay, goats. The one funny scream for me was when they landed on the planet and it zoomed out, and right before, it's super quiet, right before the next thing you hear, ah! That was funny. That one was good.
Yeah, when they ran into the planet.
None of them was funny to me except for the one, I think, when they're in Omnipotent City and they're about to hit the glass.
Yeah, that was good.
That would have been funny had I have not already been like, yo, I'm going to shoot these fucking goats, man.
Yeah, man, the goats.
They do is scream. I'm going to fucking shoot these things.
And the reason it works on Instagram is because we're not watching 15 videos back to back about it. Like, if you want to search goats and laugh at it, that's cool. I've seen videos with goats screaming, but like, it's not throughout the entire day. It's only so long I'm going to take these goats screaming. But there is good stuff here. And, I like to think about it like, okay, I want to ask this question to you guys. Are we being, and I'm talking about everyone, not just us here, because I feel like for the most part, we're fair. Are we expecting too much from these Marvel movies, or are we expecting too much from these Marvel movies because we know what they're capable of doing?
No, I honestly think that they're missing the mark. I think they're getting lazy and they're going off of their own. They're either going off of their own,
resting on their laurels.
They're going on their own laurels, or whoever decided that we needed this thing to be a different tone to keep it fresh, so that way people don't get, everybody. Oh, it's a classic MCU movie. They don't know what tone they want, and they're fucking it up because the crazy shit is, it's like we have TV shows and Moon Knight and Miss Marvel, and they're introducing new people, and we're loving it.
We're nailing it.
Yeah, we're nailing it. But you're showing us movies of people that we know already, and you change who they are. Like Doctor Strange already. It's like, bro, he learned to not be a dick anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, he learned he doesn't need to be the guy holding the knife. That's why he told Tony, you got one shot. Like, this is the one thing that we can do. He gave up the time stone and he vanished because he knew Tony was going to do it.
He gave up the knife.
Yeah.
He gave up the knife. Yeah.
How many times do you need to learn this lesson?
Yeah.
And Thor.
Yeah.
And Thor is like, how many times do you need to figure out who you are, Thor?
Yes,
you're the fucking mighty Thor.
That's my problem.
Yeah, you learned it in Ragnarok, you learned it in Endgame, and you're learning it here. Nigga, get another tutor if you're not gonna retain the knowledge of who you are.
So and that's the point that I was talking about with earlier mentioning Miss Marvel where her grandma says, yo, but what's the rush of figuring out where you are, of
Yeah.
who you are, where you're going to go? What's the rush? So it's like Thor wants purpose so bad. We keep giving him purpose every time. And every new time there's a new purpose. He's like, bro, we all thought that you were just gonna kind of be retired here. This guy comes out of nowhere and it's just, one last rodeo for this guy. And it's like, we don't like, and it is part of Thor's character where it's like he never truly fits in, right? Like he wherever he goes, even in, because like now amongst gods, he's acting real human, and amongst humans, he's a god. So it's like, and I want you to find your purpose, Thor, and I'm okay with it as a message. But Toe brings up a good point, like, bruh, it's been 6 years. It's been a couple movies. Do you got it yet? So my whole thing is like, maybe Thor, let's not rush your purpose. Just let it come to you, which is why I'm okay with them giving him the kid. Like, it's what I was saying earlier as a stupid joke. It's not a happy ending because now you got to take care of a kid, and as a parent, it's a joke like that. But it's like, I'm okay with them giving him the kid at the end. Just like, here, take it. But like, this whole thing about you finding purpose is like, bro, you got your purpose. Like, you've been around, you've been in love, you've saved the world. And it kind of is the reason I asked this question today. One of the reasons why I thought about it. It's like, bro, be happy with what you've done, man. Like, there's so many people that are constantly looking for their meaning or who they belong to, and it's always just right there. It's always right in front of you, son. And shout out to Miss Marvel, because fuck, man, that show's really good. And it's like, yeah, bro, ain't no rush, Thor. You'll figure it out. I get it. Thor's 1,500 years old. Yeah, he's like, yo, can I know what to do with my life? But bro, just enjoy it, man.
And another thing, real quick, like the best I've ever seen Thor written for this type of movie was Endgame, because one, he was a drunk, but this was the defeated. Comedy. He was defeated, but like, this is the comedy that he was. Everyone's doing this epic shit, and you just hear the like he's sleeping.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, yo, we got beer in the plane. All right, I'm in. And then even when they're fighting, he still does that. No, you take the little one. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to be the man no matter what.
So
but this one,
what you're saying is bring back the Russos.
Yeah, no, but like, dude, we know, like I said, we know who fucking Thor is, and I get it. Zeus is the oldest god; he's the king of gods and all other shit. I get it, but when the fuck were you this pussy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you were the king of Asgard. You went there and like, look. Why are you fan struck? Why are you like? I can understand you go, oh, there goes Zeus, and respecting him as a warrior, or whatever the fuck you want to respect him as. But my man, you were the protector of the 9 realms. You fought everybody and you held the dying star together while you made fucking Stormbreaker. Like, Zeus, yeah, but you ain't shit. Especially after you threw the lightning bolt in his fucking chest with no problem.
Easy.
With no problem. Like, yeah.
Easy. That shit was
and then,
right.
And then they go, oh, you killed Zeus. I don't know what they think death is, but if you're still alive, talking to Hercules, talking about, yo, get these niggas afraid of us again, I don't think you're dead. I don't think you're dead.
Well, yeah. It's the MCU. Is anyone ever really dead? Like Jane. Jane is gonna come back out of Valhalla as a Valkyrie, which is based on the comics. So maybe that happens. And like, I don't want to sound too flip-floppy here, but it's like, Thor, just maybe take it easy. Maybe on your next movie, the next movie he's gotten the purpose, and we could just finally see a more relaxed Thor, where he's not so confused, where he's a little bit more sure of himself, and there's actually a plan here or something. And, and I mean, look, and talking about the post-credit scenes, Hercules was not one of the most liked characters in Thor. Not a lot of people love Hercules, right? But they fight a lot. I can tell you that. I don't know much about Hercules and Thor, but I can tell you there was constant scrapping. So this seems like a real threat for Thor now, which is cool. But maybe next Thor movie, and I kind of thought Thor was done, and I saw the Thor will return again. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I thought this was Hemsworth maybe last or maybe last solo. I don't know what's going on there. It's the MCU. But maybe the next movie we just let's get back to form. Let's structure a little bit. I don't, maybe stepping out of what Marvel does well to appease people is just not working out. Marvel, just go back to what you do. Get good directors. Let Feige run the show, and let's get back to form, because we've seen you try a lot of cool things, and it's great. And Cap says it all the time. It's like, yo, formulaic or not, it works, and you could still step out of your form, but still be, still honor and pay homage to everything before you. So cool. But let's get the craziness from Ragnarok. Let's contain it like Doctor Strange contained the spell. I'm not telling you to go full Dark World, but I'm not telling you to go full retard either. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but talking about RDJ, obviously, because if this is the perfect example of going full retard. I don't, again, not to offend anybody. I know we're not supposed to say that word anymore, but it's for added effect.
Yeah, and I still enjoyed the movie. It's an enjoyable movie.
It is a very enjoyable movie. Bring the kids.
Yeah, but the one thing that it doesn't do, just like Doctor Strange, it doesn't push the story further. It doesn't push the story unless now we got two new kids with America, Vespuccia, and Eternity. We got two new powerful kids in the MCU. If that's your purpose for these two movies, you could have made a TV show. You could have made an infomercial and said, "Oh, by the way, these girls are in the MCU. Look at their powers."
I'm okay now with everything being a TV show, and then bring it together for like the Avengers level stuff. Because even if we look at Phase 1, 2, and 3, there was a lot of misses. Iron Man 1 is good for what it is to start everything, and Iron Man 1 was a great film. I love Iron Man 1, but there was problems. Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3 I revisited, and I give it some dap, but still. And then we have First Avenger. Avenger, I personally love First Avenger, but we've discussed here has problems. Then, Ant-Man, but then they will get together for the Avengers. Like, as good as the MCU has been from the very beginning, it was when we got to Avengers 1 that everybody was like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is real. And then we had a slip up with Ultron, which was made up by Civil War, because I don't care what anybody tells me, Civil War is a Captain America movie, but that's an Avengers level movie. I don't care what it is. And then we have Infinity War and Endgame. So it's like, they would constantly put out mediocre stuff and then band together for the big stuff. So it's like, I can see that happening, but and a lot of these movies, like Shang-Chi is like, it progressed the movie with I think Shang-Chi was so good because it kind of did go back to this weird thing where it's like, yo, within the movie we can mention a few things, but we don't have to make it so, interconnected. Just let the post-credit scenes do that. So, and here I kind of disagree with the argument of pushing the story forward, because sometimes it's okay to have a contained thing, but it's a contained thing with a lot of different avenues within itself. There's so much things you're trying to go. You want to make us laugh, you want to make us cry, you want to make us mad, you want to make us feel empathetic. It's like, man, maybe take out a few things.
But you know what the thing is? The reason why I say it doesn't push the story further is because
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. But it doesn't do it, and I'm okay with it. Is what I'm saying. My bad.
I misspoke. The reason why I have a problem with it is because when they went to Eternity, in that tomb, when he was using Stonebreaker to open up the gate, you had the living tribunal there. You had who was Death or somebody else. There was a bunch of other gods, even a Watcher. Like, there were monuments there for them. There was so much history you could have told us beyond that sword. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sword was used by this guy, and he was exiled by the Watchers or the Living Tribe. Like, so much things that you could have been like, oh, okay, so this is where the Eternals come in. This is where this comes in. You can just drop something, some knowledge, something, because like in Doctor Strange, the 7 Infinity Stones or the 6 Infinity Stones
Yep.
and limitless power, blah 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 blah, and then they went off before. They like in fucking Shang-Chi, we got the rings. Oh, and that set off a trigger out in space for something. But there was history of the rings. Oh, it was found by this guy, and he used the powers to do this shit. Like, what purpose did Thor give us, other than the fact that now Asgard is Disneyland, and we have eternity now. There's no other purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no real thing that goes, okay, they explained something, or there was a little hint there. We might be actually going after, fucking Galactus.
I think that's was what they were trying to, but
there was
a good job at it. I think
there was none of that for Doctor Strange either, because everything they showed us, like the Living Tribunal, that was all different universes. And as we know, our universe doesn't have to have all that shit. So if our universe doesn't have the Living Tribunal, then what do we have? No, no one questioned. He asked about the paint world. You saw floating heads. You saw this. You saw the futuristic shit with Stark tech everywhere. Why aren't you asking these questions? Like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, where? Obviously, your girl knows because she travels the multiverse and gets information.
73 of them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like there was no thing, and we already know in our universe we don't have mutants or fucking the Fantastic Four or any of them. And even with Spider-Man, we don't have no fucking Green Goblin. We don't have no Harry Osborn. We don't have none of that. Yeah, we don't have Electro. We don't have none of that. So we're sitting here, we're like, yo, so what do we have here? Like Cap said in the non-spoiler review that we recorded, this is 4 movies already that he's hating. What was the other one?
To be fair, he also disliked Spider-Man, which was... He still gave it credit, though. I respect that.
Yeah. No, but, Spider-Man was one of those movies, like how Thor is for the people who worked on it. Spider-Man was for the people who were fans of him. It was like, we're going to give you the suit. We're going to make you see the other Spider-Mans you love.
Oh, the fan service was real, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was crazy. But, like in all honesty, this is what... Shang-Chi...
Do we... Wait a minute, because hold on. Before we get there... Are you guys flip-flopping on Shang-Chi? Because I remember that episode. You guys both loved it.
No. This is what I'm getting at. So we had Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Thor. Right?
And
those are the
Widow.
5.
And
Black Widow. But Black Widow was before whatever. Yeah. So anyway, so Black Widow and Shang-Chi were basic Marvel movies. They went through the formula. And they were good movies, despite the discrepancies we had for Black Widow. But Shang-Chi was an awesome movie. It went through read the list and go sell your stock, become rich. And Shang-Chi won. Every other thing went on its own. And there's no besides the fact that now we know there's a multiverse, there's no other history. We already know that the Darkhold is unfathomable power. And we already know that the Sorcerer Supreme has immense knowledge. We learned that from fucking Doctor Strange 1. What did you teach us now? Yeah. What did you teach us now? That if you're in the Mirrorverse, walk through a mirror? You know what I'm saying? Like in all honesty, like
that's oversimplifying it, but you make sense.
There was no history of a former Scarlet Witch. Like, oh, Wanda, you don't understand. There was a Scarlet Witch before that got so fucked up by the book or by the spells that she wound up destroying herself. There's nothing that goes back in time or that can lead to the future of like, yo, you said a thing that, oh, all right, so now maybe there are mutants here because you fucking disrupted the time continuum or something. There
is no story pushing, which again, I'm fine with. I'm okay, but maybe a little loose. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of them need it. Thor is an original 6. If anyone needs the connective tissue, it's this guy. He's the last remaining of the original 6. If you take away Hawkeye, which he's done, based on Hawkeye the TV series, I think he's done.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't see we will see Hawkeye again, and if we do, it's Kate Bishop. I think I agree with you. Like, I don't mind that it's not connected, but if there was any movie to connect, it's one with the original six, one that says he will be coming back.
Yeah.
You know what? I gotta give you that. It's a good point.
So you asked the question if we're expecting too much or not. I'm gonna say we are expecting way too much. Because here's my problem. I've been saying for years that we gotta move away from everything's connected and just do movies. But
Rare Cap and Cab's agreement here.
yeah, but the problem is the people in charge keep saying, "Oh, this is phase 4. We have a plan. This is phase 4. We have a plan." Cool. But you can't have a plan and then do individual movies.
The plan is everywhere. The plan is everywhere right now.
What's the plan? We
The
got
annexation of
we got
Puerto Rico.
Vampires in the Midnight Suns, possibly with Black Knight and Blade. We got multiverses with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. We got gods coming home to roost with Eternals and Thor. We have street level shit happening with Captain America 4. And that we got the TVA over here with Kang and Loki. We
got the Young Avengers
with another different Kang. We have the Young Avengers. So
where is White Vision? Where is White Vision?
Yeah.
Listen to me, MCU. Where is White Vision? There's so much going on.
So here's the thing: you can have all these things going on if you're just like, yo, we're making movies now. All we want is just to make movies and make content. So down the line, we can get this, we can get that, we can get this. But if you're telling me that, oh, we have a plan for phase 4, okay, which one is it?
Is it Secret Wars? Is it Young Avengers? Is it Thunderbolts? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you can't. The ending of your phase can't be, hey, Avengers, everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
Which is what it looks like. There's so much.
The Avengers of the multiverse.
and let me put this out there.
Fighting? What are we drag? And you guys had it correct. Thor and Doctor Strange are the ones we all, like I said in the non-spoiler, they're the ones we already know about. So they have the most freedom to go, hey, this is pushing phase 4 in this direction. Where Eternals and Shang-Chi
didn't really needed
to pair back because we need to know these characters first before we move somewhere. But now you're running into a thing where everybody's like, yo, it's phase 4 directionalist. Where the fuck is phase 4 going? And, oh, we have a plan. We have a plan. Cool. Google Maps also has a plan. But when you open Google Maps and it's like 15 ways to get somewhere, all right, which road are we taking? Because I can't drive them all.
And there will be a lot of roads not taken because, and look, I want to make something very clear. I do not have 1 ounce of MCU fatigue still. There's been a couple rough movies. There's been a lot of great shows though. And some of these movies, I weirdly have a thing for Eternals. I will admit that. So while I would put Eternals as a misfire, I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. Shout out to Makari. Shout out to Cocotazo.
Word.
Black Widow was not a bad movie. It was just hella late. It was hella late. Like we should have gotten that 2-3 years after Civil War.
Black Widow is like when you go out and you're like, yo, you want ice cream? Yeah, I want ice cream. But you went a little bit too late. It's not like 10 o'clock at night, and you're like, yo, I don't even want to finish this, man.
Yeah. It's like you tried to be cool and show up to the party late, but you got there so late that there's no one there anymore. You're like, well, this was a waste of time. I could have just stayed home, you know?
Yeah.
And then we have Multiverse of Madness. I have a lot of issues with that movie, but I still liked it a lot. And I've been watching it. I've watched it 2-3 more times. And there's just some idiotic things that I can't understand about that movie.
Yo, bro, When he goes, I will give my opinion when they come back. They ain't coming back, my man. You are literally the dumbest character in the history of the MCU, and you wanted to be Sorcerer Supreme? Nah, you bugging.
Yo,
I do love how Strange tells him there. He's like, you know what? You're a fucking liar. I bet you ain't even like me in this world either. I was like, ooh.
Yo, I have a serious fucking question.
Please.
You have Professor X, where you know he can mentally keep Strange right there. You are the fucking Sorcerer Supreme. Magic Girl is walking through the door. Why are you the one who's holding back?
Like you can actually fight.
Magic.
Like you
What
can
the
fight.
fuck?
You can
And you
fight.
send a guy who can stretch. You send Plato against fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
We'll be here all week. Yeah, son. It's so yeah, I have problems with that, but I'm there's no fatigue in me at all. I'm ready
neither.
for everything, but let's and I get it, Cap. You've mentioned it before that you're getting there. Maybe this movie pushed you a little bit closer there.
I'm getting there because now I'm gonna do everything different than what the fandom normally does. I'm not gonna blame the writers and the directors and the movies themselves. I'm blaming me. I'm getting fatigued because I have the belief now that from reading the comics and knowing the characters and seeing possibilities of where storylines could have went, there are way more compelling stories that I want to see.
Nah,
And
Genius,
now
we
that
didn't
I'm
watch
not
anything.
seeing them, and you're not telling me stuff that's keeping me in tune. I gotta check out. I have to. Otherwise, every movie that comes out, I'm gonna be fucking
pissed off.
I'm gonna be pissed off because
So is it? Are you expecting the failure now? Maybe not failure. Maybe it's the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
I'm starting to expect disappointment because when you tell me multiverse of madness,
thanks for the follow, brother.
There's no reason for Wanda and what's her name and America Chavez's shenanigans to start pulling people where they shouldn't be. And when you get to 683, you put America and Doctor Strange in a cage, and the cage next to them is Hannibal King. It's Ryan Reynolds as Hannibal King from the Foxblade shit for a second. And you can still tell your story, but there's no reason that can't be there. Or there's no reason that you couldn't spend a little bit in each of those dimensions they went through. Give her the paint dimension. Who gives a fuck about paint? Or the fucking bone shit? Throw in other fucking fleeting cameos.
Yo, Sentinels.
Like, oh, Dad, look at that, and look at him, and look at
Sentinels walking around in one of those dimensions would have made it would have made Kaz bust in his pants.
Or a glimpse of the mansion. Anything. And again, maybe this is the aspect of us that expects too much, but it's also like, yo, this is kind of what you do. Yeah. I honestly think let's get back to formula. You guys are getting a little too cute. You're listening to too much fans.
You know what it's
like? Gord the God Butcher. You're telling me Gord the God Butcher. Cool. He killed the one dude in the beginning.
Yep.
And then what did he do?
Stole some kids.
Yo, he stole some kids, and then Christian Bale went, hey, as good as he was, and I mentioned this to Toe during the fucking movie. Christian Bale went, hey, I got a scene where these kids are telling a story, and I'm going to fucking be in the background and then show up. So, Taika, can I play this my way? And like, Taika's like, yeah, do whatever you want. He went, cool. I played Batman. I've always wanted to be the Joker. Let me be the Joker now.
Yo, he would make one hell of a Joker.
Joker.
I see what you're saying.
But here's the thing, though.
There's other shit. There's other shit you could have. what the fuck is the point of Thor telling little kids, yeah, I met Zeus, he's an asshole, don't meet your heroes. Oh, by the way, I'm coming to save you.
You know what the
I
crazy
think
thing
that was
was?
the point of
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
I said the
realize
same
this.
thing.
No, I don't know if you. Well, two things. One, I think that part with Christian Bale was awesome because they did say that the sword corrupted you and turned you mad. And two, this guy is killing gods for the sake of his daughter, so he's not in his right mind anyway. Two, when Thor said that to those kids, I don't know if you saw the micro expressions on some of those kids changed. They went from home to like disappointed, like don't meet your heroes. You're my hero.
You're my hero. Yeah.
You're telling me you're a piece of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of those kids did that. And I caught that, which was kind of dope
I
because it's
caught it
kind of
too.
like it shows the obliviousness of Thor. Guess what? You're also an asshole. You know, but that was never the story where it's like, Thor, you're an asshole too. It's like, you know what? I am an asshole, but at least I'm a good guy asshole.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, can we just see?
By the way, thank you, Original Poetic Genius. I didn't say thank you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We have a wrestling podcast here. It's you should follow. Go hit up the Instagram. All the links are here. We do wrestling. We do just bullshitting on Fridays. There's some D&D from time to time, and we do a comic book podcast now. Thank you so much. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, hey,
You sounded like
you're the promoter, man.
Yeah, you sound like a politician right there. Before I answer this question, I would like to thank the people who run this establishment.
What we need here is now time to communicate. No.
Multiverse of madness.
So my thing is, I'm expecting so much more because, like I said, you brought in Gore the God Butcher. I'm expecting something deep, something theological, something that makes you question your own beliefs, because that's what the fuck movies are supposed to do.
And we started there.
You bring in Thor. In Endgame, Thor had to talk with his mom about who he really is. He reached out and saw he was still worthy of Mjolnir. And when he brought it back, he grew to the point where he told Cap, no, this one's yours. I got Stormbreaker. So like Toe said, he grew. And then we get back to this movie, and now, am I still worthy of it? And I miss it. And I don't care what you say, Cabs. That little stupid fucking love triangle between Stormbreaker and fucking Mjolnir. If that was true, if I had a girlfriend, right?
I'm gonna say something.
And if I had a girlfriend and we went through something where somebody else from my past popped up and I clearly went, no, I got this now. She is my fucking weapon. This is me here. I don't need the other one.
Okay. Until you see that other one with somebody else. Then you're like, wait a minute. Because that's how it goes. I think that's, and I'll let you go, but I think that's how the whole Stormbreaker thing. And again, I know it was a little goofy, but the part where Stormbreaker comes out of the hallway into the shot, I thought that was really funny. Yeah. But that's kind of the thing. He gave up Mjolnir. He gave it up. But then to see Mjolnir with someone else, and then someone that you used to date, you're like, wait a minute. And then that's a normal human reaction where you break up with a girl, you think you moved on, you the shit, fuck you, bitch. Then she pulls up with another guy, and now you're like, that's like normal human. That's like normal man shit.
Yeah, it's normal man. I'm not a fucking normal person, but in my head, you could have went back and picked up Mjolnir. The shit was just in a fucking dome in New Asgard if he really needed it.
Oh,
well, it was broken though. It was broken. It was broken.
Fun fact.
It fixed itself for fucking Jane.
Fun fact.
Because he made that promise. I think they would have done it for him too, though.
They made that shit around the ground it fell on because you couldn't pick up the individual pieces either.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was
cool.
2, it's completely different. If I break up with somebody, right, and then they come back with somebody new, and it's like, all right, jealousy, all that bullshit you just talked about. What happened was Thor told Mjolnir to protect Jane at all costs. Jane's dying of cancer. Mjolnir came back to try to save her. Toe said it to me. I don't know if he said it actually in our non-spoiler review or if we were talking afterwards. Why wouldn't Thor go, huh?
No, I said it to you afterwards.
Why did that? There's something wrong here because it reformed for you. Now, if I'm dating somebody and my ex shows up and it's a situation where I looked at my ex and I'm like, yo, we are not working out at all. I'm not the guy for you, but he is. Go find your happiness with him. And then we separate, and then 6 months later, she shows up with him. If my girl turns around and goes, hey, any fucking blah, 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 because she's over here now with somebody else, and I just see her happy, and I'm like, oh, shit, that's fucking cool. I'm going to look at my girl and like, you know what? Get the fuck out. I don't need you here. Hey, how much more do I got to fucking prove to you?
Yeah.
I get it.
Here's the thing, though.
This is an inanimate object.
Yo, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. I understand what you're saying.
It was goofy, but that one scene with Stormbreaker slowly creeping out, to me, I found it funny.
Here's the one thing.
It's so nice they did it twice.
Yeah.
Here's the one thing. I'm gonna give you a different scenario because what you're saying makes sense, but based off of Moliere and that love interest and shit, Moliere is the one that got away, right? Because he never gave up Moliere. Moliere was destroyed. So that's like if a woman that you're going out with, her father goes, "You're not worthy," and then sends her back to her country, and you have no way to see her. You know what I'm saying? Like you have no way to see her. And it's like, fuck, it's because of that outside source. I can't be with the woman I love. I can't be with my weapon that I've grown attached to. Then over the years, life happens. You find someone else. When you run back into that one that got away, that it was out of your hands. You didn't break up with him or nothing. It was just taken from you. Those feelings come right back up. And now it's complicated. Because yes, I love the one I'm with, but I never stopped feeling for you.
Yes. I agree with you 100%. But again, the last time we saw Thor, he was like, oh shit, I'm still worthy of this. Yes. And then immediately was like, oh no, Cap, this is all you. It's the same fucking weapon. Like you already told me that he was okay with the fact that somebody else had to wield Mjolnir. Even though he was still worthy of it.
Here's the thing, though. That Moliere was back in time. So it was like, all right, I'm worthy of this Moliere. But when you see your Moliere when it was broken and put back to pieces for her, it was like, this is where my thought process is like, why is it for her? What's wrong with her? But also there's a part of me is like, am I like, will this still work for me? Did I lose this weapon to her?
Which is funny when he grabs it, he goes, "Oh, just checking."
Yeah. I wasn't mad at that. I wasn't mad when he just was like, "Oh, just checking." All right, boom.
So again, I'm cool
because that answers a question that we would have had if he would have never picked it up.
I'm cool. Again, if he had made that thing where like, wait, what's wrong with Jane? Why is she wielding this? I'm with you. When he turned around and picked up and said, "Oh, I'm still worthy," cool, and gave it back.
That should have been the end of it.
Yeah, but what the fuck? We're on the boat now. The shit's not listening to him.
And then Stormbreaker like shakes everything up, like, "Oh, I'm mad," and then he goes to have the talk with it. It's getting too cute at that point.
Yeah.
These are fucking. This is weaponry. This is not like this. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it, man.
It was goofy, but I enjoyed it.
But if you want to make it a relationship, this is why I don't fucking partake in it.
Also,
because if you want to talk about Stormbreaker being like his partner, I got hit with a fucking dying star to make you cut off the arm of somebody I work with to be a hammer.
You know what the thing is beyond that.
What are we talking about?
If these weapons do have that connection to its wielder, why the fuck was it working for Christian Bale? Why was it shooting out the fucking the Rainbow Road? I forgot the fucking.
Well. So, what do you mean? Why he was able to pick it up, or just
No.
working for him?
Why was he
Oh,
able to get it to shoot to shoot the fucking the Bifrost to open up the thing? It should have been like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, you're not my wielder.
Yeah. So
I understand why he could pick it up because there's no enchantment.
Yeah, exactly. There's no enchantment, and you could elaborate a little bit on that. I think it was weird, like, Stormbreaker should have just been like, no, but and again, we're talking about something goofy, and this is the problem with this movie: these goofy tones,
Yeah.
right? Look at what we're talking about now, about
Yeah.
like these weapons having feelings and shit for everyone, and it's like, okay, well, if it is such a close connection, then why the hell would you just let the next dude fuck, essentially, right? That's what we're talking about here. Why would you just let the next dude fuck? And it is weird. I hear you. The Bifrost thing, him trying to open it with the Stormbreaker, maybe we could have something else. But I mean, he does kind of like take over Stormbreaker, and Thor needs to use that Thunderbolt to like chip at everything away. So maybe there's corruption. And again, it was goofy. But I really just the scene where it's creeping out. I keep thinking about that ridiculous scene. It's ridiculous, but I like it.
It is.
It's ridiculous.
How much better would it have been had we take out the fucking love triangle shit? Thor runs into Gord at the battle, right? Where he finally sees Jane. Gord touches Stormbreaker, and you see a little bit of the black ooze go onto the handle and seep into the wood. Thor does this whole thing like, oh shit, it's Jane. Am I still worthy of this hammer? And Stormbreaker starts fucking up because it has the fucking corruption on it, and not because of some stupid, well, you with that bitch now, so I'm not gonna fucking buy for.
Well, no, we're just being stupid. I don't think that's why it happened. I don't.
No, that's
I'm just
exactly
saying.
why. That's what we're to infer, is that Stormbreaker wasn't working correctly because Thor was still trying to fucking.
Yeah, it was like
if it has that level of sentientness thinking to it, then it should also be empathetic as to why Thor would be like, am I still worthy of that one? Like, it's mind-boggling.
In the comics,
they took it, and I'm now getting upset, like Cap said, over the dumbest fucking shit. This is why I gotta walk away. I have to walk away. I'm gonna give myself a heart attack in the next movie when somebody picks up a spoon and the spoon fucking all of a sudden now was enchanted and can now dig from here to fucking Mars in a tunnel that goes underneath the ground.
Well, the reality is that there is no spoon, so
this is true.
Whatever that's worth.
Real quick, I heard that in the comics, Moliere actually turns into a sentient being and becomes the god of hammers. So Moliere could be sentient. You know what I'm saying? I can see Moliere reacting that way instead of a Stormbreaker. But I
think the ridiculous jealousy triangle with it is what kind of took, like Cap said, is what took away from that whole thing at the end.
You know what would have been awesome? If you would have had like Stormbreaker fucking up because of something that what's his name did, Godkiller did, right?
Yeah.
And because now Moliere is there, Thor gets his hammer back, and he has Stormbreaker, but Stormbreaker's not working for him. And then maybe in the future movies, when you introduce Battle Ray Bill, he can be the ones like, oh, it's working for him. Why? Because whatever fucking reason you want to give. And then that's why Stormbreaker goes to Battle Ray Bill. And Thor still has his fucking Moliere.
That's another thing. As a comic book fan, knowing what Stormbreaker is really supposed to be is again what takes me out of that scenario that you're trying to tell me. Because that's like you walking up to me and like, yo, Cap, this is my new girl. And I'm like, oh, you don't know she was on H-Hub. You didn't figure that one out yet? Good luck.
Good one. You nailed it.
It's like you already know if this plays out in any regularity, like if Beta Ray shows up at all, he has to get Stormbreaker. Otherwise, what are you gonna build a third fucking hammer?
Yeah,
And
we did it
where
for
are you gonna
nothing.
build the third hammer from?
We did it for nothing. Yeah.
And also, here's the thing: if you corrupt like Stonebreaker, maybe the reason could be because they infected the wood, and the wood is a living thing, and they have to chop that off and give it an actual handle, and it becomes a little smaller for Battle Ray Bill because he fixes it and goes, you know what, you're worthy of it, or whatever the case may be.
It does grow roots too in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't appreciate the shit he's riding it like a witch, and I know that's because of the joke that this guy made in Ragnarok. So, do you ride the hammer?
Too cute.
Yeah.
It got too cute. It got way too cute.
That's what pisses me off, because it's like you put so much thought into trying to connect the jokes from another movie into this one, and then you gave Thor his original outfit and all this other, Easter eggs that you threw in there, but not one of those fucking things could have been an Easter egg to something else. Like, in all honesty, yes, Thor's running as a little child wearing his original shit. That's dope. I don't need to see Thor riding the fucking Stormbreaker because this fucking guy asked him. But it would have been dope if you would have saw a celestial fucking or something pass by that planet, or you would have saw, you would have heard a story about something. That's another thing I told Cap after the review was, if all those goofy parts when he's doing the fucking Van Damme split in the beginning and stopping if all of that was literally told from the eyes of Korg, I understand why it's goofy now. Because when homeboy from Ant-Man tells the story,
Luis.
and everybody's like, I need a guy that could shoot webs up at his ass, blah blah blah, and then he could jump around, and like we know it's him telling the story. If Gorg is the one telling the story of the love story of Jane and Thor and that fight scene, I can completely accept him doing the Van Damme shit, because Gorg's an idiot anyway.
Yeah.
But you expect me to believe that Thor just fucking Van Damned people and did a fucking did the kick and everything? But then when he fights,
the way he did the kick, I was like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
Yeah. And when he fights fucking the Godbreaker, he does none of these moves. Like, come on, bro.
The kick had me like, y'all really did this. Y'all really took it there.
Another thing that pissed me off is why is Thor still worthy of this Moliere? He destroyed a fucking building for no reason. Like, oh, that's one of our sacred temples to our gods. And he just went in there and leveled it. He fucking Bifrost out of the building when they were like, no, take it out. Like, none of his actions, or all of his actions, are what he was doing before Odin was like, yo, if you want this hammer, you got to be worthy of it. So why is he still worthy of it?
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of stupid shit, but he means well. He's just a big goof. I like him breaking the building was clearly just him being a goof and not thinking about it. Like, it's not like he's killing people. He trashed the building.
Yo, Cabs.
Yeah.
Cabs. Are you gonna call me goofy if we head over to Miami? And you're like, yo, there's something wrong with my sink. It's leaking. And I'm like, yo, I can fix it. And then by the time you get, like, I'm like, yo, just give me a couple minutes. Go get the food with Toe, whatever. I'll have it fixed. And you come back and your sink's on the floor. There's water everywhere. I've broken a couple of pipes. Your couch is fucked up. Yeah, electricity's off. Are you that's fucking goofy?
No. I wouldn't. But if there's someone trying to murder me and you did all of those things, I'll be okay with it. If someone's trying to murder me, that's what happened. They were trying to kill all of these people, and Thor was trying to be a superhero and ended up fucking everything in the process.
He could have drawn them out. He could have went in there and not caused fucking collateral damage.
You can lead them out my crib, you know.
Do you know in Thor: The Dark World, it's a very small part of the scene. After the battle at the beginning, when he killed that other rock monster, he goes to leave. He walks away from the fucking village and the houses so he can have Heimdall beam him up because he knows that the fucking circle and that shit is destructive.
Yeah.
So don't tell me 15 years later he's like, fuck the building. He's goofy.
That's Quagmire.
He's a big lug. I'm just saying, like the goodness is still in his heart, though. It never left, is what I'm saying. Like the goodness is still there.
Yeah, goodness means nothing if you regress to being a fucking idiot. Again,
I mean, that's how you see it, but you know, like
the
I'm
goodness
just,
in my heart, I try to fix your sink, and when you
and
come
you
back
fucked it up. Hey, it's the old saying. It's the thought that counts. You know?
You're never gonna fix another thing in Cam's
You're never gonna fix my sick again. And trust me, those people were just as over it as you are. Trust me, they were. But he still, in a doofy, goofy, real idiotic, destructive way, took care of the threat. There was just some collateral damage.
All right, next week I'm coming down to Miami, and let's see how much you enjoy goofiness.
My sink, but you see, that's malicious intent right there. Where Thor didn't have malicious, he was trying to do the right thing, but he's a big idiot. And I agree with you that he is too much of an idiot. We forgot a lot of, like, this movie made Thor forget about a lot of things that he had already learned, which is the big problem I think we all have, and what Toe was talking about. There's a lot of shit that he already, and like how Toe said, even with Doctor Strange, bro, you already gave up the knife.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny because you could bring it to humanity in a sense where it's like, I'm the worst at taking my own advice, right? Like I give great, like I'm not gonna say, I think it's real vain to say I give fantastic advice or give great advice. No, but some people say, hey man, that's kind of cool. That makes sense. And I won't do it. Like, so I get it. You don't want to take your own advice or whatever, but my dude, you handed the knife already. You learned. Move forward from the learning. There was a lot of regression here for Thor, and I agree with you both on that. I agree with you both. There was a lot of stupid regression. Go to Canna Bunny Love. She is live right now. Ask her about the squirrel she ate and how she broke her arm.
We're good.
Coming from someone named Troll Universe.
Yeah. You know, it's a better prank, Troll. Go watch Thor Love and Thunder. Shit.
That was good stuff. No. Cap. Legit. I completely hear you. He was a big fucking goofball for the point of being a goofball. So that's the thing. Memes and comedy. Memes are funny because they're dumb and relatable. Comedy is funny because it might not be that relatable, but it's truthful. It's real. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm gonna say it till the cows come home. It got too cute, and it would have been fun to see maybe a grown-up Thor who finally get to, like, can you imagine yourself, Cap, saying, "Oh shit, look at this goofy ass Thor actually learning something and working on his mistakes from the past." That would have been incredible.
Yes, that one. I don't know where you're pointing at, but that
I'm
one
pointing
scene,
at you, Cap.
I don't know if we're in agreement, but
We are.
That one scene where he turns to the kids.
Oh no,
I was like, yo, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one scene where he turns to the kids and is like, yo, I don't have a way out of this. You're going to have to do something you might not think you can do. But I assure you, if you believe that you will make it home, I can get you through this. Go pick up a weapon. And he even says, you are all Asgardians now.
Yeah.
There is no difference. We're all one. And he says in his thing, I now grant thee anybody who believes that they can make it home will be worthy. That right there is growth.
That's character development. Yes, 100%.
That's the shit at the end where I'm like, that's good.
Yeah.
When he turns around and is like, yo, I don't see a way out of this. This is scary, but I believe you can do this. You were born to do this. We're going to get through it. And when he tells Heimdall, yo, take him home. You got this. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. But what were you? I'm curious to say.
What were you? Yeah, I would have. Yeah.
Peter Quill. Cap said that Peter Quill was the best he's ever seen. Chris Pratt play Peter Quill because he seemed like he grew up.
Yeah. So the first 5 minutes of the movie, you get the thing where you see Peter Quill is like, oh, I love when he does this, when he does his speech.
Yeah.
Right? Because when Thor's, you hang around Captain America enough.
I caught sarcasm from that. He's like, I love when he does his speech.
No, there was an actual moment where he legit's like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha.
This ends here and now. That bullshit.
But that whole thing where he tells Thor, hey, you're gonna find your way. Look into the eyes of people you love. That right there sounded like a man who not only did I feel his acting was more actual natural, because sometimes the Star-Lord, he pushes a little bit too much, but he was natural. But that sounded like a man who got over it.
Who has lost and has gotten over it. Yeah,
he might still be looking for Gamora, but it's not in the forefront of his mind. He's not obsessed with it. He's understanding, hey, when we get to that, we'll get to that. But for right now, I'm here. Yeah. I have people with me. I haven't lost everything because I lost one thing.
You know what it is, and I'm gonna say this, and I know there's a lot of fucking talk about men and women nowadays and all that other shit. But Peter Quill actually is handling his situation like a man. It's like, yes, I miss Gamora and I want to find her. But the here and now is I have these group of people, I have the lead, and we have to protect other people. So I found a way to cope with missing Gamora in believing the people that love me is here. But I'm still going to handle my business. Where Thor is handling almost like a child now, whereas I'm just going to be, I got all these powers, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. But before you say something, Cabs, the ending of this movie would have been a lot stronger if they would have did what I said when Thor was like, you can't be killing gods. And that last speech that Thor gave, instead of for repeating what fucking Christian Bale said was choose love when he was about to kill Natalie Portman. When he goes, bro, you can literally have whatever you want. Why are you going to keep killing? You're doing this because your daughter's dead. Why don't you just bring her back? Why don't, instead of for taking everyone's life, why don't you grant life? You have ultimate power in your hand. If this is for love, if you truly love your daughter, why don't you bring your daughter back? And then Thor could have been like, oh, but she'll be alone. Like, no, she won't be alone. And then, it would have been like, you know what? I lost somebody too. And, it's like, I'll watch out for her. Because if that's what if this is your purpose, was to be a man to man. If this was your purpose to get your daughter back or to avenge your daughter because to punish him, bro, I'll watch out for your fucking daughter. We can't lose. You can't lose yourself in revenge.
Which is what happened, but Thor didn't take charge on that.
Yeah.
So did he really learn? And it's like, I think that's the point where we're all kind of leading to, where it's like, bro, Thor, how many chances are we going to give you before you finally get it? I think people were just kind of over it. And then on top of that, we get this real goofy, like if Thor was this goofy in Ragnarok and a lot more serious, not a lot more serious, but a lot more understanding, and there was actually growth in this one, then we might not have a problem. What I wanted to say was, don't hold on to Peter Quill being this grown up, because Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to come around. He's going to be a big goof and you're going to hate him again.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yo, two things. One, as I was saying earlier, had Gore the God Butcher had a more dynamic story and a more
fleshed out,
and the whole playing with theology theme, when he gets to the end and it's like, yo, why don't, instead of going to death, bring your daughter back? Gore's absolutely right. I'm gonna bring her back for what? She'll be alone. None of the gods are gonna fucking help her. Why would I do this? And it doesn't it doesn't make any sense for him to look at Thor and be like, "Well, I'll fucking do it." What? Why? Who the fuck are you? I don't.
Well, what if? Okay.
If there was a case, like I said before, if there was a scene where you could still make the case, oh, I have to kill all of them because they're feckless, but you make a scene where you understand what faith truly means, and although you didn't get the exact help
What
you
up, Kenny?
wanted, you got the exact help you needed.
Yeah.
Then when Thor makes the case like, yo, she won't be alone, you could see where he goes, well, this is what I want, but this is what is necessary, so I'll bring her back and hand her to you.
Yeah.
And
Or-
two, the second thing I wanted to say real quick, by the time we get to Guardians 3, I'm going to be sitting here going, the only reason why I saw it is because we have a podcast on Tuesdays.
at,
gonna be
the
at
rate,
that
at, the
point.
rate,
Yeah.
at the rate we're going. At the
Yeah.
rate we're going.
You know,
At the rate we're going, I'm going to be like, did you guys see the movie? Yes. What did you think? Like the great quote that Dave once said. What did you think of it? It was a movie.
Yeah, or what if this is one of those things where it's like Thor's trying to find his purpose, and it's back to just being the symbol and the protector of the universes. Like, here's the thing, Cap, something happens to you, and now you hate all bus drivers, right? You hate all bus drivers with a passion, and then one of them turns around and proves to you that they're not all the same. And then you can at least respect one bus driver, and it can break your hate. And you know what I'm saying? It's one of the, if Thor would have took the lead and be like, yo, bro, we're all these gods, yeah, some of them are dickheads, but a god like me actually goes out to try to protect you. We can't be everywhere, but there are gods that protect people, and Thor's trying to show him that yes, even though some of them are bad, not all of them need to die. And to prove to you that that you can trust in the gods, I'll protect your daughter. You know, some, like, one of those things is like, I'll be the symbol that you were you're betrayed on. I'll be the guy.
I will be the god that you were looking for.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
like even perfect. If he turns around like, your God failed, where I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like, I actually give a shit.
But no, you gave us screaming goats.
Yeah, which when they landed in the planet,
like when
hilarious.
It was zooming out and it was complete silence, and the last thing you seen before the next thing is that was
it's just little
I'll give him that. I'll give
hilarious.
him that. I'll give him that.
But not every part was hilarious.
No.
Dude, I honestly, watching this movie, I felt like Valkyrie. Valkyrie looked bored as shit the entire movie.
Yo, I was disappointed in Valkyrie.
And then for some reason, they went, hey, you know what would be funny? She has to do an Old Spice commercial. And I'm sitting here like, why? Why does she name one fucking world leader that does fucking commercials?
Yeah.
Every place is a fucking tourist place. People go to fucking Europe all the time. People
Come
go
to Jamaica and feel alright.
People go back to fucking Israel to go to the motherland and see the birthplace of religion and all that shit, and a pilgrimage. My aunt went to a pilgrimage to go to the Wailing Wall to fucking pray and all that shit. Netanyahu's not out there selling yoo-hoo and shit. Why is that necessary?
The Old Spice commercial, the commercialization of New Asgard is the joke, but that doesn't mean it sticks. Just because you find the reason to something doesn't make it okay.
And not for nothing, I got Harry Potter vibes from New Asgard. I don't know if y'all did, but I got Harry Potter vibes.
This shit floating everywhere. You know,
the brick fucking roads. I don't know. It just felt like, this is Harry Potter for some reason. I'm not expecting a fucking city made out of gold, but like, all right, come on now. If you're the king, remember, because after Endgame, or after it was Endgame that he left with the Guardians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after Endgame, everyone, like, Thor was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go on my own," and then Valkyrie's on some. They need a king. We have a king. She steps into the role of I'm not the king. I'm the salesman. It's like, at what point do you sit there and go, all right, she's a good ruler, besides the fact that she made it profitable for everybody? And also, isn't her fucking sword supposed to be some powerful shit?
At this point,
What does she need a thunderbolt for? If the thunderbolt does nothing, you don't need it. You don't need
Thunderbolt, like, I wish maybe, can I see like a big Kamehameha blast come out of the Thunderbolt so that we could get at least like, okay, yeah, there was a reason to go and get that.
Yeah, the Thunderbolt destroys all the fucking.
And I get it. It's kind of like, it's a parting gift because it's like, yo, we wanted the whole chocolate bar, but we got a Hershey's Kiss, like from that movie.
Can we also think of it this way? And I'm the king of overthinking shit. But if the Thunderbolt is that powerful that you're gonna use it to go up against a necro sword, the thing that can kill gods, the fuck is you scared of? Come in here. You can't kill every god all at once, and I got the one thing that can stop you.
Yeah. And why was Molière the only thing that broke it? Yeah, Molière destroyed it.
So that's what I'm saying. There was a lot going on here. There's a lot. Like, and it's funny because I was thinking about like how much more difficult it might be to pull off Infinity War and Endgame again, because we had a bloodbath here as to which one is better, Infinity War or Endgame. And Endgame had a lot of shit to wrap up, and it did it well. There was some loose ends here. With everything going on now, will they be able to wrap up everything with Secret Wars or wherever it is that it's going? No. That shit is good. That shit is looking impossible.
Yo, unless it's one of those things where the Secret Wars is really a fucking multiverse war, and we just found out that all these movies are from different multiverses. Like, this Thor wasn't the Thor that fought at fucking Endgame.
That would piss me off.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, we still have the Skrull and now the Kree from fucking Miss Marvel,
and then we have Invasion too coming. Not the Secret War.
We have Celestials, and now we have the gods with Hercules coming down to fuck everybody up, and to get Freddy Krueger back into life. We have the fucking we have vampires with Blade and all that other shit. And then we have the new Avengers.
White Vision.
Word. Like, in all honesty, this is where I say you don't need to tie everything together, but you need to show me
focus.
The future.
Show me focus.
Yeah. Yo,
where's the focus?
One of the greatest directions I ever got when driving was in Hunts Point. It was me, Cap, and my uncle. And this guy, he had a cart full of cans, and my uncle goes, "Yo, how do I get to this place?" He goes, "All right, what you want to do is you want to keep going straight. There's gonna be a hill. You gotta go up the hill, and then after up the hill, there's a down the hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see the down the hill. We're up the hill now. I want vision. I want to know there's a down the hill after we go up. So, and there's no smidgens of the down the hill. It's like we're forever going up. I want to know the next step. The next, if you're gonna take me on a ride, you go bing bong. Fordham University's next."
back to formula, guys. Well, no.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I completely agree. Where are we? And someone I was talking to was like, okay, so now gods are involved in all of this. Like, Hercules is coming down. Like, there's so much unanswered things going on. Yeah. Why are you just adding to the stuff now?
So, I don't think it has to be back to formula. I think it just has to be stronger writing. Because if we look at the movies compared to the TV shows are a longer format. So you get a longer time to develop characters, to develop a storyline, to make us 100%. Care. But yet we get to the movies, and say what you want about Eternals being good, bad, or whatever. It was boring. It did nothing interesting.
Yeah, I feel like
Shang-Chi was the first time you got to see like actual martial arts.
That was cool.
So that was cool. But even Spider-Man, despite my problems with it, Spider-Man, you had fan-fulfilling fan service. Like the writing of it, they actually had a purpose. They actually did something. They took a shot at different shit. Doctor Strange, it was so, for me, it was so fucking boring. They
I
did
don't think it was
nothing except
boring.
for the 20 minutes where Wanda became the fucking Freddy Krueger Terminator and killed
Yeah.
everybody in 838. They did nothing else with it.
I think they're rushing every movie. Like the thing is, the reason why movies like Goodfellas and The Departed and Godfather and Rambo are such good movies is because they take their time in the movie.
Let's make
You
clear
know,
the
like,
first Rambo.
no, yeah, that's what I said. But you know what I'm saying? Like they take their time in the movie. Like even let's say Rocky. When Apollo is talking to his trainer to determine who he's gonna fight, that scene was maybe what 5-10 minutes, but it was one of those scenes where it was like you get the core of what Apollo's thinking. You also get the trainer going, bro, this is the unknown. We're not prepared for this. Something can happen, and you get to this in those 5 minutes. You get everything. You get a promoter, you get a boxer, you get doubt, you get over bravado, everything in that movie. There's not a lot of scenes in these movies now where you take 5 minutes out and you get to explain everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
And that's our
America,
favorite part of the MCU. We say it all the time. So the best thing in the MCU is just a bunch of people chilling, talking shit.
yeah, like America. If she would have turned around and told the story of how she lost her parents, and you see her like starting to cry, and then Doctor Strange goes, no, yo, I'm pretty sure she's out there because of this, like explaining to her logically, you just sent her to another universe, she's probably in another universe looking for you, and it's almost like a father daughter moment or an
Yeah.
uncle niece moment.
Yeah.
It's something you can gravitate to. It's like, yo, I'm now more invested in Doctor Strange. I want to see him win now because he's a better man now.
You're talking about world building, which is what
Yeah.
I've been saying all the time. Multiverse of Madness. I would have loved an extra 10, 15 minutes of just us seeing the Illuminati headquarters. Talk to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Tell me some other cool shit that happened. Make me like you characters. You guys showed up
Yeah.
and then you guys died.
You got a guy in Spider-Man Far From Home in
No Way Home.
No Way Home, Mysterio.
Oh, well,
Explain-
far from home. Sorry.
Far From Home, Mysterio explaining the multiverse, giving us more explanation what it is, and he's pulling that shit out of his ass.
Yeah,
He's 100% bullshitting us.
that's a good
And
point.
then you have a woman who traveled 73 different fucking universes.
And can't tell us shit.
Yeah.
But to get food everywhere you go.
Yeah.
She tells us, hey, rules about the multiverse. Nothing is the same. Well, yeah, it's a different universe.
No shit.
Got that. And make sure you get food. Well, listen, I don't know how your body works, but I'm a human being. I'm gonna need food regardless. So,
Yeah.
What did you tell us about the multiverse?
Yeah.
You have gone to 73 different universes. Maybe you can't control your power, but let me tell you, you have pinpoint fucking accuracy as to where you need to go. Like, why didn't you end up in the Paint universe? So it's like so much about it, but you didn't tell us anything. And
Yeah.
a good point that you're making here, Mysterio, who was just like a great villain within his own right, but we're probably not gonna see him again in that form. Just telling us everything. And then the funny part about it is that you have the Skrull acting like Maria Hill and Nick Fury. Very funny joke in Thor Love and Thunder, by the way. I'll give him that one. You have them like, yeah, don't listen to this multiverse shit. It's that weird parallel where it's like, give us, again, I'm down for an extra 10, 15 minutes here and there of just world building. And it's like, I guess you could say, oh, well, Korg was doing that at the beginning of the movie. No, he wasn't. He was telling the story of Thor. That's not world building.
Yeah.
No, we know the story of Thor. We
know.
watched 4 other movies with Thor in it.
We get it.
This isn't the first fucking movie.
Can I bring up one thing that I've seen other people say, which I believe is fucking hilarious? We needed Korg to recap Thor and Jane's entire relationship for us. Because in Thor 1 and 2, they had nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the time Ultron comes along, they're like, hey, where's Jane? And it's like, I don't know where the fuck she is. So now all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe that this is the biggest love of his life. If Korg didn't say that, I would have sat them like, what?
Well,
But you know something though.
In Endgame, he was like hurt about losing her.
You know something though.
When? I don't remember him.
When he's explaining the ether, he's like, there was this girl, Jane, and the ether went in her. He's like, I wonder what she's doing now. He kind of like starts crying. And Iron Man's like, all right, big guy, we got it.
Yeah, reel it in.
Yeah, but I took that more as him just overall being fucking depressed and just anything would have.
You know what's crazy though? Tell me if I'm wrong, but didn't it seem like Jane and Thor were kind of acting like they were still on that I like you, but I don't know phase?
Well, yeah.
Because the thing is, if they would have never told us that they were in a relationship like that and Jane left, this would have played off of part 2 very easily because it would have been like, all right, we know there's something between them, but they never explored it. So that's why they act nervous with each other. You know what I'm saying? They act nervous with each other because they never explored it. And then Thor goes, I want to be miserable with you. To be open up and be like, you know what? I want to take that leap.
I want to feel shitty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to take that leap and I want to finally be with you, Jane. And
but, in Thor 1 and 2, we got some of it. And it's like, it's funny in Thor 2 when he shows up and she slaps him like, yo, where the fuck you been? Yeah. Clearly there's feelings.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like it's almost like they kept those feelings from Thor 1 and 2. And they like if they were really in love and they left, I think they wouldn't have been so awkward with each other.
I mean, seeing each other after so, I think the awkwardness came from this like insecure feeling of like each of them. Like the last time she saw Thor, she not only loved him but idolized him for what he did. The last time he saw her, she was just a human. So now he sees her and she's all Thored out. And he sees her like, and she sees him like, yo, I used to kind of look up to you. And here I am doing all of this jumpy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
so there was that awkwardness.
But there's never a moment where they like embrace and you can see that, you know, they still love each other.
There was that part in the ship where they were like kind of about to kiss.
Yeah, but that's still, to me, that has the feeling of they're still new. Like they never took that step. Like it's still the beginning. You know, like when you're trying to, you know, like you've been talking to this girl for a while and you develop feelings and you're like, I like oranges. I like oranges.
I kind of got to disagree here because I've been in situations where, you know, I'll be with somebody and there was like real love and then we'll like break up and then we will like link up maybe a year later or something. This is literally something that I've gone through. And like, I know this person, like we've done things, we've been together, but it's still a little awkward that first time, you know, like my last relationship, we used to like we were together. It was weird back in 2011. We linked up 2017 again. And that first like initial meeting was a little awkward. Not awkward, but it was like there was so much to catch up on and say, so much feelings that hadn't really been spoken about and processed that there was a little like I was nervous, she was nervous 100%. You feel me? So I get that.
Yes. Now, the only reason why that works is because we had Gore explain it all. Because to my point, if he didn't, they spent, 2 months together? And then 7 years apart?
Love is love, baby. Love is love, man. No, you can fall in love with someone right away. Love at first sight is a real thing.
I don't believe that shit.
Well, you don't believe it, but
if you heat up my cookie right,
it could happen. It could happen. And it's like, I mean, it's not like, I mean, clearly there was a relationship with these two. Now, granted, we heard a lot. We saw a lot. They had their whole like little like moment where they're like living together. And it's like, that was like, okay, we never saw that. But
no, but what I'm saying is we needed to see that because you would not get that had you had just watched Thor 1 and 2.
No, I got the love between them. Maybe that's just me. I got the love between them. I got that.
I'm not talking about the love. I'm not talking about how they felt about each other.
Just how they were in a
I would have never
relationship.
thought
That
they lived with each other. They went
Yeah,
on dates and
that
all
was a
that.
little.
I wouldn't have thought that.
But
They
wait,
hung out and then she left, like because he went to
But-
go do
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. Like if you watch Thor and Thor: The Dark World, they hung out for a little bit. The only time he ever saw her is when the Earth was in trouble. Because that's why she slapped, where the fuck have you been? Well,
Where
I've
have
been
you
off
been?
doing other shit. So, and then she had the ether in her, and he tried to cure her. And then at the end of that movie, he turned around and was like, well, I'm going to leave her down there so I can do this.
She met Mom Dukes though, bro. That's important. That's an important step.
Yo, it doesn't matter if you meet my mom. It doesn't matter if you're only around for 2 weeks. And then leave. Like, bro, it doesn't fucking matter.
I mean, maybe I gotta go back and watch Thor 1 and 2, but I understood the love, even though there wasn't that much there. It's that old story about like, I want to be with you, but I can't. And you might disguise that with things you need to do, but it could really just be fear. You know what I mean?
No.
No, but you know what the thing is,
and I'm just saying that if Korg needed to show us that for it to actually feel like, okay, there's a whole.
If Korg would have never spoke about that, and they would have and Jane would have shown up, and there would have been that awkwardness, I still would have felt the same way. Me personally.
No, well, here's
I
the
would
thing.
have felt the same way for what Vin just said, for what Toe just said, is that they never really started. So they're back at square one.
You know,
to start this again.
You know the thing is, like, it's like Cap when he saw Peggy, you know, after he, you know, melted and all other shit. You saw in his eyes, he's like, "That's my best girl." Like, it's always, "That's my best girl," even though it probably is awkward. Like, hey, you're 80 years older now. You know what I'm saying? But you never saw Thor look at Jane. He was like, "Jane, like, you're Thor." It was never like, "There goes my girl." You know what I'm saying?
More for the hammer.
Yeah, like, cause you know, Cabs. Even though like you see an ex out in the street, you like, yeah, like if you have feeling like that's my like, you have that little moment of that's, you know what I'm saying? Like you're looking at her like,
yeah,
that's
but if she comes back with a fake body that she just went to DR and put ass and tits all over the place, I'm gonna be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I get what you guys are saying. I get what you guys are saying. But
if she came back with a monstrous gaming computer, you'd be like, "Yo, really? You bought this?" But then you'll still be awesome. But that's my girl, though.
But that's the first thing that I would like. The one thing that you notice after a long separation and coming back like that is the differences, whether she is the girl or not, and you're looking at her that way.
Yeah.
Like, still, it's like coming back and she's now Thor. I don't care how much I love you. I'm like, yo, you're Thor. You're a Thor now. That is gonna take precedent from the first.
Yeah, no, I get it. But he never made mention to Moliere being broken and turning into pieces when he never mentioned the changes in Moliere. He loved Moliere for what it was.
But what does that have to do with anything? I don't understand what you're saying.
What Cap said. He was more interested in getting the acceptance of Moliere than with Jane.
Yo, here's why I bring that up. Jane and Thor kind of had that reset nervousness, like, oh,
yeah, for sure.
Are we, maybe there's something, maybe not. But what was the true love story? The fucking hammers. That love triangle with the hammers.
Yeah.
To me, you love the fucking hammers more.
That's
where the fucking love came from.
Guys and their toys, guys and their toys. But towards the end, we can see that Thor legit cares for her. Like, he's always cared for her.
No, yeah,
I think it was shocking to see. Like, yeah, I would have been the same thing. Like, yo, hold on, you're a Thor now. What are you doing with my hammer? Hey, hammer.
No,
you still remember me? Like, and again, this ridiculous love triangle that we keep talking about with these damn hammers. Like, this shit really is like in the forefront of a lot. And again, I thought that one scene was funny, but you're right. I could have completely missed out on the hammer stuff. Could have completely missed out on that. But I mean, although we didn't see much of them, I always felt the love there for sure.
Yeah.
I always felt it. Whether Korg said it in his story or not about them two, I always felt it.
I felt it. I felt it. Like, listen, it was already written in stone from Thor 1. Jane was his girl.
Yeah.
Even Loki made mention to it during Ragnarok when
Yeah.
he hid
About
Molière into
breakup,
the
he's like,
thing.
it was a mutual dumping.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone knows it was, it was known. I cared, I didn't need to see them living together and growing apart because of something that they didn't actually fucking address.
I think it would have been.
Whole,
You're right. I think it could have been much more better if we don't hear. I mean, I don't know. Like, if we didn't hear nothing, if they just met,
yeah,
if they just like ran into each other.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. With this story, with this story in particular, their love story, it's like a fighter. You either got to be all the way in or all the way out. You can't be in the middle of somebody's reach because now you're fighting in their zone. You got to go all the way in with it and tell us the exact exactly how Thor and Jane felt about each other. The discrepancies. Like, if this wasn't a story that Gorg said, or whatever the Rock said, and this was a flashback, like Thor's having a dream about Jane. It's a flashback of their thing and what's happening. You get to feel this, like, physically feel their love, and then now you get the nervousness because you're in it, or you just straight up like, fuck it, we're not even gonna tell you about them living together. It's one of the or. You can't be in the middle with this. I have to feel what you're feeling if this is an emotion. I don't want to sit here and go, all right, when this is over, let me know. I want to feel it. I
felt it from the beginning with Jane and Thor.
Yeah, but
maybe that's just me.
No, I meant like that whole relationship. The relationship that you conjured up in this movie between them two. I need to feel it. Like the same way I felt this guy dread losing his daughter and hating the gods. I felt his torment. I felt him going, but what am I gonna bring her back for? There's gonna be nothing. Like, I felt the decision he had to make.
We got that later, though. I'm asking. We got that later, though, when he finds out what Mjolnir is doing to her. I think that's when we got that. Yes, maybe it was too late.
No, but the thing is, we didn't get it. Like, this is that scene is where you go all in. That scene is where Thor goes, yo, listen, Mjolnir is hurting you. If you do it again, you're gonna die. And she goes, but I have to, like, whatever the case may be, we got a mission. And Thor breaks down and sheds his god. And this is where you see the man come out and be like, yo, no, I love you and it's not worth it. And maybe you see a tear from his eye. You see a tear from Jane.
Happened, though, no? That literally happened in that scene.
A little bit. They gave you a little bit. That's what they gave you, that middle range. Either you go all in or you go all out for me. I needed one of those stories where you sit there and a man's man goes, oh, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed one of those. This is the conversation that you have with your girl in private, and I want to sit there and watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see a fucking hammer and the other and the axe.
The fucking weapons,
flying.
Man.
Yeah, I don't want to see none of that flying around. I don't want to see the Rock guy come with some weird shit, breaking the awkwardness. No, I want the tension to be there with a knife. I want everyone to sit there and be like, you know something? I've been in this situation where it's like this, where it's like you have to stop what you're doing, or it's like, yo, are you really gonna die in front of me? I watched my mother die. I watched my father die. I watched my brother die. I can't lose you.
Yeah.
And then Jane going, well, something, there's something bigger than us out here, and we have to get these kids and stop this guy from dying. And that could be another way of Thor going, you know what? Maybe I have to let go of the people I love to do what's right. Or I have to let people live their own lives. Something like that.
Give up the knife.
Yeah, so now when Jane comes to save him, it's that much more impactful because it's like, that this is going to be something that both of them, like, they're giving up each other to save these kids.
Yeah.
And maybe we would have gotten that if it wasn't for how goofy the movie was.
Yes.
For
That extra 15 minutes you wanted.
Yeah, give me those 15, 20 minutes.
For me, and the way I view relationships and all that shit, I needed Gorg to show me their whole relationship for two reasons. One, like I said, in my mind, love or not, you spent all of what, 2 months together? Like, you didn't have anything coming into this movie. You spent little time together, and when you did spend time together, what we saw, you were running from peril. You never had a chance to slow down and just be you two.
Yeah.
They had a real nice chance to do that when he's like explaining the stars to her and
y-
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, for 30 seconds.
But
Again,
you know,
I mean,
the way
it's
I really-
30-second movie time,
but
but
you know-
clearly they were
yeah.
they were in antics
Yeah,
together.
I can
Yo-
only go off of what the movie's
But-
showing me.
Yeah, to be honest with you, they gave that same amount of time to Cap and to Agent Carter, but for some reason we connected with Cap and Agent Carter deeper because
Why is that?
you felt the vulnerability from Cap when he kept saying you're my best girl and I want that and it was one of those things is that you felt they wanted to be with each other, but the world wouldn't let them. Whereas Thor and Jane you didn't feel that.
Dude,
You know,
but
you
they-
just
I
felt
that.
It's
they
a
like
chemistry
each other
thing.
and you like each other
We
and
just
now
haven't-
Thor's gone.
I think we haven't seen it in a while. And I will give you that because the last time we did see them together was a long time ago. And the footage that they used in Endgame was recycled footage from Thor: The Dark World. So we haven't seen Jane Foster for real in a long time. So I'll give you that. But I don't know. I still
Yeah,
felt
but
it from them.
like I was saying, I needed it because I didn't feel anything, and the whole dying of cancer thing. Yes, it was good, but again, without Korg showing me that they had an entire fucking relationship, that scene where Thor's like, "Hey, Mjolnir's killing you. You can't do it." Blah blah blah. That just makes logical sense. That's not necessarily the love interest that you would tell that to anybody. Anybody that Thor ran into that had cancer and became Thor, he would turn around and be like, "Yo, this is preventing you from healing.
Mhm.
Stop doing that." That's just only the logical conclusion.
For sure, yeah.
And for the person
Yeah.
to turn around and make the choice and like, well, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out swinging. That's logical conclusion shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily, to me, like none of that hit me because of the relationship aspect. That just hit me as in the core human. This is your problem. Your solution is not working. What are you gonna do? Aspect. And like what you guys were saying, you don't need that the whole explanation. I needed it. Otherwise, I'd have been sitting there like all this effort for one. You literally said he came down and she slapped him. Where the fuck you been? That tells me in the movie that he didn't put any effort in.
I mean, he had
And
to
then the
go and
next
be a
time-
superhero.
Yeah. But then the next time we see them in Age of Ultron, where's Jane? She's over there somewhere. I don't know. I haven't seen her in a while. So what fucking relationship did you have? Other than the time you spent on Asgard?
And they had time on Earth, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm
But
going
the
off
movie-
of I'm going off of his emotions in Endgame, where he literally like starts crying thinking
yeah.
about it,
Yeah,
and he's
but
mentioned
I
her
can't-
before.
Again,
They did say 7 years.
Yeah,
I
but
think
the
they
way
were-
I feel
they were-
about relationships and all that, you can't. It makes no difference to me that you took a man clearly suffering from depression and made him talk about something that reminds him of something good. He would have cried regardless of who he brought up in that moment. Lady Sif, the Warriors 3, Loki, his mom, his dad, and he still would have had the same. It's not. It didn't read to me that necessarily it was Jane's love. You took a man who's suffering from depression right now and made him give a presentation, and he broke down.
That's a nice way to build on your point, but that is up for speculation because
That's why I keep saying for me.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what was my main point coming into this movie. There was so much going on that there's so many different ways to perceive it, and you know, especially like the whole cancer thing. that shit is going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there's some people that it hits harder than others. It's closer to a lot of people than others. I know you guys could definitely relate in different ways than I can to that stuff. So I've been reading online about it. Some people liked it. Some people hated it. Some people said they didn't need it. When you have love in the title of something, there's going to be a lot of different perception to it. It's just there's a lot of topics that they chose in this movie that they wanted to hit, but I didn't think they realized how different people would experience it or grasp to it.
You know,
Can I ask you guys this question?
hold on, real quick, Cap. With all due respect to people grasping it and all that other shit, fuck them. We need to go back to we're making a movie. You like it or you don't. You can't make everyone happy.
That's what I've been saying, bro. Yo, stop reading into what these fans are saying and just make movies. Yes.
And if you want to make Lady Sif and Thor and Jane look comic book accurate with their clothes, then have the fucking story. Jane became Thor because she had fucking cancer and she was trying to use it to save herself. That's happened in the comic. If you don't like that part, you're not a fucking fan. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's a lot of new MCU people. They're like, oh, it's like, bro, she literally had cancer. And I would have loved, like Cap said, I would have loved if there would have been like, if Jane would have been like, yeah, I think it has something to do with the ether. It just kind of fucked me up. I think that would have been cool.
I thought that,
real cool.
You know, because it
we speculated about that here. We speculated about it here.
Yo, because
I remember dead ass saying, obviously it's been 47 episodes.
Yeah,
I remember saying, yo, I don't know if they're gonna make her have cancer, but I mean, a good way. She was sick off the ether. It would make sense. What
did Bruce Banner say? Those stones are mostly gamma.
Yeah.
Gamma radiation cancer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you can't put two and two together. It's not that fucking. It's not that much of a fucking stretch.
100% agree. 100%. I'm sorry, Cap. You were gonna ask something?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask if it read the same way to you guys. Because it read to me that at the end of when Korg's narrating the end, the Love and Thunder had nothing to do with the entire movie. It was just now Thor has this kid. She's the love.
Literally love.
And now Thor's the thunder.
Yeah.
That's literally what he said.
Well, Love and Thunder could have meant a lot of things.
Yeah, I think that's the literal sense of it off the title. I 100% agree. There's literally love. The girl's name is Love, and he is Thunder. Yeah, the literal way. But the way I read Love and Thunder is literally you have this like romantic drama comedy thing going on, and then you have all of Thor's stupidness on the side. That's how I read it.
Yeah.
That's how going into it. That's not what I thought. But what I'm asking you guys is, coming out of it, what the fuck does the girl have to do with Love and Thunder?
Her name is Love.
Was that the name they gave her?
Yeah, that's the name they gave her. And she is there's no traces of this girl in the comics, by the way.
Yeah, and she came back.
She is. She's Singularity.
Okay, but like in the way that they're doing it. So Singularity, Eternity's like little sidekick or whatever. But the Living Tribunal runs both of those people. So this is the iteration of her. Okay, because there is no love. There is a Thor's daughter, but she wasn't named Love.
But she was brought back from the death because of love, the love that her father had for her.
Yeah, I think that's her name. Right? She's the Love, right?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like I can see the name and shit like that. But to me, it's like, real quick, we got 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna summarize at least Doctor Strange and Thor, my opinions on both of them.
No. I know who Singularity is, but
I'm bringing it up for everybody else who doesn't know.
Yeah, okay. I know who she is, but like I didn't think that that's what they were doing with Love. I didn't know that that's the way they were going about it, which makes sense because she came out of eternity, or was brought back by eternity.
So with our 10 minutes left, we can give our opinions on what we think the MCU is gonna happen next, or what our problems would be with these movies. Go ahead, Caps.
Before you go, yo, I thought Leo was gonna come back. I hope he doesn't feel like I fucking kicked him out or something. I just said, yo, get home, get situated, get in here.
Yeah, he hasn't hit me up in the chat either, so
I don't want him to feel bad. My bad, lad. I was just I couldn't hear you. It was crazy. I was just like, yo, get home. Maybe he's far.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he takes an hour and a half to get home, but
Yeah.
or maybe he got home and just went to sleep. Yeah.
So I think what we need to do is we need to go back in time to stop Cabs from kicking Lay out.
Yeah.
We're gonna create an alternate reality. The TVA is coming. All right,
Love and podcast.
Cabs, aka Thanos.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tomaba.
All right. So real quick, I think the problem with a lot of these movies, sans, even though I know Cap likes to say the word sans Shang-Chi and Eternals. I think the problem with Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Thor specifically is they're trying to put too much with not enough. Like you're doing too much with these movies and not giving us anything. Like you say you have a plan. I think your plan is to throw everything that people already seen in these movies. Like Doctor Strange, we get a what if Doctor Strange. Then we get the relationship with him and his ex-girl. And then, we got America, and then we got Wanda again. You gave us what if WandaVision and then a new girl where there was no growth in the new girl, and you kept talking about the shit we watched already in WandaVision with the Scarlet Witch. And then and except with Vision. And then we get a relationship with you and this girl again from Doctor Strange 1. It's like, yo, bro, I would have loved to see more of fucking Han being the Sorcerer Supreme than you and your fucking girl. I honestly don't give a shit. Like, this is the relationship where I was saying you either go all in or you don't go all out. These motherfuckers didn't go in. They didn't do nothing. And they just expect us to care.
Christine,
I don't give a shit.
Them, you mean?
Yeah, with Christine. Yeah. I don't give a shit how he feels about Christine. That connection that you guys have, you never elaborated. That was worse than Thor and Jane. At least Thor and Jane, they shared looks. Doctor Strange literally felt like Doctor Strange was just a man, and Christine was around him because she liked him. Like, that was an abusive relationship in my eyes, and I'm not gonna support an abusive relationship. So I don't give a shit. And then I didn't need that. What I needed was some more fucking multiverse of madness. That's what I needed. Thor Love and Thunder, you're putting in too much jokes and you're putting in too much shit that's related to a comic and related to other movies that happened already. I don't need to see him fly in a broom because you asked him if he flies a hammer. You're obviously an idiot. We don't need to elaborate more on you being an idiot. Yeah, we don't need to elaborate you being more on an idiot. Okay, you gave Thor his original costume when he was a baby. That's not impressive. Like if Loki would have did that shit in the second one, if he would have just changed the way he looked and gave him the original shit, okay, cool. I get it. That's dope. But I don't need that shit here. I need you to push the story. Like, we have a god killer and we have gods. Explain the gods. Explain the Celestials. The Celestials were looking in.
Yes.
They were looking in at at Zeus talking. Yeah. Who's now explain the hierarchy of that. Are the Celestials
are they just guarding that?
Yeah, like, are the Celestials the same as Zeus? Or are they the ones that protecting this area because they have to protect the gods because the gods are protecting the intelligent life on the planets the same way that the Eternals are?
Yes.
Are the gods Eternals? Like, these are questions that I would have loved to at least be, brought up on.
Yes, Toe.
Stop making these movies as if the people that are going to watch it, this is the first time they're ever going to see these people. Fuck them. We have almost 20 years invested in the Marvel Universe.
Don't forget about us that have been here for the beginning. And let me tell you something. The new people that you're attracting are the ones giving you all the problems. The people that are upset that Jane has cancer because they didn't read the comics. You know what I'm saying? The people that are upset that they think you're minority casting or whatever with Kamala Khan because they don't understand that she is Pakistani in the comics. Fuck those people. Like, focus on us that will appreciate. Yo, Toe, wow. You nailed it. Now, one thing, not that I disagree with you, but because of the title of this movie, I was expecting exactly what I saw. It was Love and Thunder. I knew Jane was here. I didn't know about the daughter. I knew Thor was finding himself. I literally walked into this thinking it was going to be a rom-com. I spoke to someone about it. They were like, yeah, there's rom-com elements. This is more like a love drama story. So like I knew it. That's why I'm not as disappointed. I'm disappointed. And I think it is it's a little too cute. I'm going to have to explain that one day to people who don't get that. It's just a little too cute, but I totally expected this. And I knew there was going to be zaniness and wackiness. Maybe it went too long, but because of the title of this movie is why I'm not disappointed. And I got exactly what I thought I was going to get, which is my problem with Multiverse of Madness. Ain't that much madness. It was just a lot of math.
Yeah.
And look, this might sound really messed up. Guardians 1 was top tier, one of the best in the MCU.
Almost a perfect movie.
Almost a perfect movie. I would say closest to perfect next to Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And both of those came out in the same year. Wow. But a lot of the spacey stuff ain't really hitting for me. And that's my bias, that I like the ground level stuff. I've said that time and time again here. But man, some of this spacey stuff is not working. So now I'm starting to think, okay, Secret Invasion, not Secret Wars, Secret Invasion, what has been confirmed. Is that just going to be more spacey stuff? You know, Captain Marvel 2, I'm more excited now because of Kamala, but are we going to do some more spacey stuff? Like Infinity War and Endgame are just that, Infinity War and Endgame. And while they did zap around different places, the emphasis wasn't all that spacey stuff. There was still a lot of ground level stuff going there. I don't need the big bangs. We don't need to connect everything, but just give me people hanging out, building the world better. That's what Marvel had been doing great from Iron Man and Captain and even Thor. As bad as those movies were, we kind of got the world where Thor is in and from. And then we all put it together in Avengers and it works.
Yep.
Just give me the more ground level stuff. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I don't want no spacey shit. I'm just saying it's the shit that hits the least for me.
Yeah. And real quick before Cap goes, it makes sense because even in Thor 1, the 5-minute explanation of Thor going in your planet, you call it science. It's us, it's magic.
Top tier line right there. Wow. Top
That's
tier
all we
line.
needed.
And then we have, and then one of the other greatest lines of all time, Vision to Wanda, you know, what is grief if not love persevering? You don't get that in a sky battle.
No.
You get that sitting down.
Yeah.
You get that talking, world building. You just told us everything that Wanda has been going through in one line. You summed up that entire show in one damn line. Give me more of that. Give me 15 minutes of people just kicking it.
Yeah.
I'm biased. I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
Hey. Yeah, Cap.
What was the question again?
We're summarizing.
We're just summarizing your current views of the MCUs with the last few movies you've seen.
Yeah.
So to summarize this new phase versus the Infinity Saga.
Correct.
The Infinity Saga had deeper writing and shit where you're like, all right, Civil War. I've read the comics. I know what Civil War is. But then when you see the movie presentation of it, and it goes deep to where, damn, Cap lied to Tony. Winter Soldier killed his mom. What would you do if you were Tony? What would you do if you were Cap? Which side are you really on?
They made a whole thing about it. Team Cap, Team Iron Man. They made a whole thing.
Yeah. We know, like, they told an interesting story.
T'Challa.
Ant-Man, Black Panther, they told an interesting story. Why are you guys hiding behind here where the rest of the world of us is suffering? Like, they did shit that was interesting, and they did shit that went further than surface level writing of a movie. So with this phase, because even Shang-Chi as much as I love that movie, it wasn't any deeper than the surface level writing. They didn't do anything unique in the writing of the movie. They just finally we had actual martial arts and a representation of a different culture we haven't seen before. My experience now is I either have to no, I don't have to walk away from it. I just have to not expect anything.
Yeah.
Because like Cab said, you saw Love and Thunder and thought this and got what you thought. I saw Love and Thunder, said, I don't give a shit, it's just a title. Gore the God Butcher, Jane is Thor. I know what those mean. Nobody gave a shit what that mean. They didn't care what that meant. They just made a movie. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I know what those words mean. They didn't care about that. Eternals. We have the Celestials. We have the Eternals. I know what those mean. They didn't really do anything with that. So from here on out, my experience and my expectation is I just have to go watch a movie. I have to treat this like Fast and the Furious. I can't go in and expect a deeper level of movie, a deeper level of writing, something that's going to get me, that's going to open up the conversation within myself as to which side of the, do I agree with the villain? Do I agree with the hero? Do I agree with the situation? I just have to go and watch pictures on the screen, flash and move.
I hear that.
Because if I keep going in with the expectation that, so what Secret Wars is what we're saying, like the next big thing, right? That we're all hoping that this is all going to. If I walk in with the expectations that we're getting Secret Wars where Doctor Doom is in charge of Battle World and he becomes a god and he has all this shit, but we wind up getting Secret Wars, the original run that Caps keeps talking about, I'm going to be fucking pissed regardless of how good that movie is.
I hear you.
Because I know how fucking deep the story goes. And you're never going to reach me when you tell me, hey, this is the storyline we're going to base this movie off of. And I go, I know everything about that. You're never going to reach me when you go, we're basing it off of this, like we're basing a true story. Every movie is based off a true story, but it's nothing close to that. So my experience with Marvel films now is I just have to show up, sit in a seat, watch pictures on the screen, and then come out and like, did the pictures on the screen add up to something cool? And I got to stop worrying about storytelling because it doesn't look, until I'm proven wrong, it doesn't look like the storytelling is going to go as deep as I would like it to go.
Yeah.
And
I'm completely, I hear your point 1,000,000%. I will tell you this though. And again, it's not that I wasn't hyped for Love and Thunder, but I at no point saw this as some kind of needle mover. I really thought this was just kind of wrapping up Thor. I honestly thought we were going to get a lot of setup into Guardians 3 with this shit. I honestly, like the way everything has been set up, I really thought this was going to be Thor's last hurrah. That's what I got.
Am I bugging, or was there As Guardians of the Galaxy movie that's supposed to come out?
I thought this was it.
Okay.
I thought we were supposed to see the As Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's what I thought.
Instead, we saw
Love and Thunder
and the Guardians.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I really thought, and again, we spoke about, like, it's funny, we do a lot of like lead up shit to movies coming out and excitement. I don't think we've done that much for Thor. I think collectively we were all not that really excited. We did fan theories for Spider-Man. Yeah. We did theories for Multiverse of Madness. What can we expect?
Yeah.
I think we even did some shit like that for Eternals. And there was no, like, to me, that's why I'm not as disappointed with this one I think I'm more disappointed with Multiverse of Madness because
Yes.
I saw the potential there a lot more than this. I honestly thought this was going to be a send-off to Thor, but it's not. It kind of continued his own thing.
Yeah.
And then funny, damn, we're going over, but sorry. Speaking of not progressing the story, usually we get 2 post-credit scenes. The mid-credit scene builds up the MCU. The last scene builds up that particular movie. I guess in a way you can say that Hercules is gonna build up it's building up MCU, but it's like not really. That is very Thor contained.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see where it goes, but like
he doesn't need to go anywhere else.
Is
Exactly.
Hercules gonna be Loki from the Avengers 1?
That's what I'm saying. Where like this is both of these post-credit scenes were Thor as fuck. Let's look at Shang-Chi, where you have one that is talking about the band. You see Carol, you see Bruce Banner. That leads up shit to the MCU, and we will see more of that shit soon. Then you have the end that bigs up the little sister taking over.
See, this is the problem I was talking about, where it's like Shang-Chi, that extra credit scene showed something, right? I was waiting for Multiverse of Madness to start explaining things. Because what better way to explain what's happening in the next phase than a movie that is literally going to introduce us to multiverses?
And they did do that, but they did it with a character that nobody knows. It was quick. It was not subtle at all.
The thing is, like, Han never mentioned the rings, but he never mentioned the beacon either. Like, they never mentioned anything of any other movie. Like, Thor, I get it. He's off Earth. He's not going to be related to Han, Doctor Strange, and he's doing his own thing. That's why this movie, when he did his own thing, no problem. But the minute you showed me a Celestial, now hold on, wait.
I need to see more. Give me something.
Explain something.
Why are there just 2 Eternals playing bodyguards to Omnipotent City?
Yeah, like explain something.
Why?
Me. Yeah, like the sword. Explain that that's the sword that killed Nowhere. You know, explain something to me. Especially, this is supposed to be a movie that leads into other movies. If it's a one-off, hey, I get it. Yo, you showed the Celestials, awesome, nice.
Which is what I thought.
There's more movies.
That's what I thought.
What the fuck happened?
I really thought, like, the whole time I was like, yeah, I really, watching the movie the whole time, I was like, yeah, this seems appropriate for like a last movie. They're just being goofy, having a dumb time. Hey guys, this has been great. Chris Hemsworth, you've been an incredible Thor. We will love your service forever. Let's wrap this shit up and just piss everywhere. Let's just have a blowout party and destroy the whole fucking house. But it's like, no, the shit ends up setting up more shit.
Unless Thor will return means Jane as Thor is coming back.
That's what I'm thinking.
But then again,
or maybe the little one, But that again just brings up way more goofy questions.
Explain shit.
I'm telling you right now, as much as I love Jane Foster, as Natalie Portman's portrayal of Jane Foster in this movie is good.
Yes.
This is the best I've seen her. I actually like her as Thor. She was believable.
Yes.
Fighting with the hammer.
The catchphrase things was funny.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Too big, but she was big enough to be like, okay.
You know, I think that was her real body.
She worked out. She worked out, she said.
And this is me going back to Rogue. Give me that for Rogue.
But so she looked all that. She's in fucking Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she comes back as the mighty Thor, I officially turn my fucking brain off. And
Fast and the Furious.
No, I will start a fucking Twitter just so I can be like, when's Iron Man coming back? When's Captain America coming back? Ain't nobody dead. Who gives a shit?
But
would you like to see her come back as Valkyrie?
No, she's dead. We have Valkyrie sitting on the fucking throne of Asgard.
I mean, from the comics. Would you like to see that story run from the comics where she says, "I don't want to be in Valhalla. I don't belong here. I'm not a god. I'm gonna go back," and they send her back as the Valkyrie or a Valkyrie, whatever. Would Would you be okay with that?
Who's directing it?
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's what I
Yeah,
asked. That's what I asked.
the
Because from now,
Russos.
because it'd have to be very specific circumstance.
I don't know if we'll
Otherwise-
see that though. I don't know if we'll see that, but to put that in a post-credit scene that she's reached Valhalla, so like we're gonna get to Valhalla. Who else are we gonna see there?
Like everybody's there. Heimdall's there. Loki's there.
The mother's
fucking
there.
Frigga,
Yeah,
Odin, the Warriors 3. See, I just gotta.
You know, but you know, also
I gotta walk
here's the
away.
thing though.
I gotta
Here's the
walk
thing
away.
though.
I
yeah.
can't.
Listen to this.
America's gonna starve
What if
into
they,
there.
what if they made a movie called Valhalla, right? And it's about Jane not wanting to be there or whatever. It's not an action movie, but you see it as fucking where it's yo, this is Valhalla, but this is also Mount Olympus. This is also, you know, whatever other, you know, thing where the Egyptian gods say if you die in battle you go. Like this is one big place where you see everybody. And then you get to see all those fallen heroes that you're like, yo, where is this guy? Tony's there. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe there's some kind of afterlife multiverse as well.
Yeah,
because
you know,
because the MCU has tons of different afterlives. We've seen Black Panther, we've seen in Moon Knight, we've seen this now,
yes,
Valhalla.
yes.
So like a multiverse afterlife.
yes. But in all honesty, I don't think Jane is a big enough character to be coming back to life.
Yeah, just let her go.
Yeah.
Just leave her alone. Leave her alone, and we'll see
'Cause
what
the-
Hercules has to.
Because to be honest with you, and this is just gonna be like favoritism, the only person I would accept coming back to life
Is Iron Man
Cap.
or Cap?
Like Iron Man, yeah, I get Iron Man, but the thing is, we already shown there's people way smarter than Iron Man with better tech that can help with Shuri and all that. Like, yes, Sam Wilson is Captain America right now, and I believe him. I accept him as Cap.
Yes, sir.
But if you ever make a thing where he's like, yo, I can't, like, this isn't who I'm supposed to be, and then U.S. agent takes over for Cap, and it's like, yo, this is all tobacco. Cap comes back and takes the spot. I can accept that because it's street level shit. It's street level shit.
I
But
don't want them to get too used to bringing people back.
No,
either.
yeah, but with the gods and all the other shit, it's like, all right, bro. You want to bring new people in? Let's bring new people in. There's other gods besides Thor. Like Hercules can take Thor's spot if they
Ares
want to go that way.
Can take Thor's spot.
Ares,
You know-
I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's other people that can do this shit. You already fucked up Zeus. I want to see Zeus dead.
To answer your question, if they made a movie called Valhalla, and it was a thing where Jane was like,
Or a TV show. But good.
Yeah.
either one, where they were like, oh, Jane was like, I don't personally believe I belong here amongst you heroes because I only picked up the hammer in a selfish reason, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody decided to attack the underworld. Like Hela. Hela died somewhere. If she now found a way to break into Valhalla and she's going to come back and fuck shit up, and then Jane and the Warriors 3 and Heimdall have to stop because if you leave Valhalla, your soul's gone forever. And in that, Jane realizes just how much of a hero she has been, and they decide, hey, we don't do this for everybody, but because you're technically not Asgardian, we can bring you back if you want. I might be okay with it, but it's gonna have to be something
Out of this world. It needs to be knocked out of the park. Good.
it needs to be 100% knocked out of the park, and 100% you have to play. You have to write deeper than this is just assault on Precinct 13. We're all holed up here, and you're coming in to get us.
It has to be
Don't
deeper
make
than
it
she loves Thor.
don't make it a Thor movie. Don't make it a Ragnarok. Don't make it a Love and Thunder.
You have to give some reverence
Rocky
to the
2. Give me
situation
Rocky 2.
and give us a conversation.
Yes.
To where I want to walk out of that movie going, yo, if I made it to heaven and God was like, hey, you could stay up here in eternity, or I could send you back. Like, what would I actually do?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Because if I go back, I can't just go back to being Jane. I have to go back and I have to be Valkyrie or Thor. Or I don't just get to go back and go work in the lab again. I have
like stipulations on getting back.
Yeah.
And by the way, completely out of nowhere, because you said Hela. Shout out to Melissa McCarthy for playing fake Hela in the play.
Yeah, that was funny. That was
like,
funny.
What the fuck? Out of all the people, that shit was stupid.
Funny.
I enjoyed that too.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. Like I knew that. Like once I saw the play and where it was going, I'm like, because I saw Odin and he had the suit on. I'm like, oh, I wonder who's gonna be Hela. And it was her. I was like, that was completely unexpected.
You know, that should have been the only part that was goofy.
Yeah, the play. That should have been. I'm okay with crazy goofiness there because within itself, it is a goofy thing. Like even in the movie.
You can expect that in an amusement park. You know what I'm saying?
Not like Melissa McCarthy as fake Hela.
Huh?
You did not like Melissa McCarthy as fake Hela.
I already knew she was playing Hela.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm so glad I didn't know that. I'm so glad I did it. I had no idea. And that's the thing. I took a. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that made news everywhere. Everybody knew going into that she was cast.
Oh, I did. Remember, I hide from everything.
So I am media blackout about these movies like you are. After a certain point, the teaser I'm watching, the trailer I'm watching, the TV spot I'm not watching. But you don't watch anything. With Thor Love and Thunder, I did the same thing. I think I watched the beginning, the first trailer ever, then I completely shut off. I had no idea she was gonna be Hela. I
watched the first trailer because I saw him doing the training montage, but that was it.
Oh,
I don't.
Melissa McCarthy wasn't in any of the trailers. She was just in all the news that came out about the movie.
That's another thing. I didn't watch no press conferences. I didn't watch. Man, I had no idea. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yo, because I was surprised
when she came out. That's the thing. The first time they do this in Ragnarok, I was like, okay, this is funny.
Yeah,
because I don't expect Chris Hemsworth's brother and Matt Damon and Sam Neill to give their all to reenact the thing. This time when she comes out, I'm like, all right. So they obviously went from the actual play to where these guys are trying their hardest to act out what happened.
Yeah.
To the typical bullshit. I'm taking it seriously, but I can't act. So when she came out and did her thing, and it was a slow, and the hammer went slowly, I went, all right. They clearly don't give a shit about this. So, like in wrestling, they're telling me not to care about this. Therefore, I won't care about this.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the point of it, to make it look cheesy. That was the point.
Dude, hold on. So, you can back me up on this. We've seen Universal shows, SeaWorld shows at Disney. The Otter Show at SeaWorld, one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm saying actors.
How are you gonna make a hammer fly through a live play? So that's kind of how the representation of it.
You could have had it move a little faster than that.
I think that's nitpicking. It's nitpicking. You're being mean. You're being mean.
I'm being mean.
Yeah.
I'm being mean.
This is you being reasonable.
Fucking year for an hour and a half.
This is you being reasonable.
Well, no. Well, to be honest with you, Cavs, when I saw him throw the hammer and it moved that slow, I was like, This is like, in all honesty, I was like, this in itself is a bullshit movie. Like this play is bullshit.
That's
it's a
the
bullshit
point,
play.
though.
Yeah.
That's the point of that.
Yeah, you know how you make the hammer move faster? Just fucking throw it to her and have her catch it.
Or have somebody in like a all black suit pick it up and then just bring it to her.
I think that's what they did with when they brought out
the dust and
the Bifrost part. Like they rolled something out and she came.
Yeah.
I thought. It was, I mean, you know.
No,
again,
I appreciate.
I don't know. Maybe I'll be the minority here.
No.
I thought the fact that it was such a low budget play. I thought that was funny. I thought the point of it was for it to be low budget.
Yeah,
look at Hella. Hella is like overweight.
Yeah,
I thought that shit was funny.
When she came out, I was like, "Oh shit, they got this girl." But I was like,
time, though.
Well, I get it this time because it's not really.
You're right. They did it the first time. It's the magician playing the card, the trick again, which is I don't care about Matt Damon and Liam. The real part that I took away from her was that it was her playing Hella. You know, that's what I got. And like, I didn't really look at I didn't care about the hammer being thrown slow. Well, like, I've done theater, I've watched theater, and
my thing is
like when you put on an all black suit, like I could still see you, motherfucker. You know?
Here's the thing though. The hammer, I know it just moved a little bit too slow. I get it. I'm not really griping on that. I get why in the real Asgard people were really acting because that was really Loki fucking directing them.
Yeah.
There was no one directing them but themselves. Like you can tell, like Loki was telling them the story. Like you better fucking act your heart out because this is Odin telling you this. Odin's sitting here. You're gonna do a thing for Odin. When you're doing it for people, I don't give a shit.
And it's funny too, because then when everything is going to shit, they go up to Valkyrie like, "We're gonna write a play about this. Should we do it just to like calm down everyone's like panic and stuff?" I was like, "You guys are ridiculous."
My only gripe is to what Toe was saying, how everybody became dumb. Is in Asgard. Yeah, maybe they weren't the best of actors, but you could tell, they put some effort into this. That's what made it funny. It's like, it's a retelling, and shit, they got Matt Damon. Even though we're not supposed to know it's Matt Damon, we're like, they got Matt Damon to play Loki. That's fucking kind of cool. And then you get to this, and it's no longer like you get to this, and it's the most dramatic part. One of the most dramatic parts of Thor Ragnarok.
That's why it's funny.
And they don't put the effort into it. You have a lady who was sitting there like tearing up, going into her husband, and it's like, for this, I could see if it was the one, if they were acting the same in Ragnarok. But for this,
you know what?
Hold on. It's like the dude, we went to the earthquake ride, right? And they picked my mom out to do something, and they told her to act like they were about to push her out of a fucking elevator chute. And my mom's doing this shit, and like, I don't want to do it. Get me the fuck out of here. All this shit. And when they pushed the dummy, the dude next to me went, "Oh my God, that poor woman."
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you really think that they threw my mom out of a fucking building?
Yeah.
Like, come on, dog.
You know what the problem is, Cabs? This is the problem. You got someone who's not fucking funny directing a goddamn comedy movie.
I mean,
and I don't care.
Taika Waititi's like a comedy like genius.
No, I don't care what other movie he's done. He's proven to me with this movie, he's not fucking funny.
I mean, he did Ragnarok though.
Ragnarok wasn't funny to me either. I have a problem with Ragnarok because of Hulk.
I get it.
Yeah.
So personal. Get out of your own bias for 5 seconds. Jesus.
No, but
we are critiquing.
No,
we're critiquing.
No, but
listen to what we're doing.
But
we're critiquing
also,
this silly play within a silly movie.
But also, here's the thing, though. You have a rock creature making a rock, paper, scissors joke. You're not from Earth. That's the Earth thing. I don't get it. And then he's like,
I mean, he's been living in New Asgard for a while.
No. I'm talking about Ragnarok when he was held captive.
Okay.
When homeboy, I forgot this fucking guy's name. when the collector, not the collector,
Jeff
the guy,
Goldblum?
yeah, when Jeff Goldblum was talking.
Yeah, the collector.
All right, when the collector was talking, that was funny.
Oh, no,
When
the
when
The collector
the
is
Grandmaster, yeah,
Grandmaster.
the Grandmaster, that was funny because he's an awesome actor. He knows how to be ridiculous with Loki and all the other shit. That was funny. Every part of Michael Wakiki and all the bullshit shit, that's not funny.
There was a lot of
I-
not funny shit.
because of my hammer. Or do you ride the hammer? Mother, like, what? That's like, to me, that's the equivalent of he shoots fucking webs out of his ass. Like, really, asshole. That's
you
not
know
fucking
what?
funny.
That joke worked with Doctor Strange and the whole balloon animal thing and the magician, but the writing, I didn't like seeing Thor right off
Yeah,
on Stormbreaker like it was.
yeah.
I
So,
didn't like that either.
yeah, so to me, it's like, yo, bro, if you're supposed to be a comedian, don't give me the jokes that you're not using when you're on stage. You know, take the time out and give me a real fucking comedy, or cut the shit. It's not fucking funny. The goats you had a problem with, I thought they were funny when they screamed, just because to me, when the first time they screamed and then when they ran into the planet, that was funny. But never once did I laugh. I did a little ha. You can ask Cap. I chuckled.
It's funny. It's funny you say that. Funny you say that because I chuckled too. Like I wasn't laughing hysterically either. But the one time I did laugh was actually Nick Fury. That was the one time I legit had a laugh.
I don't even remember that being said in the movie.
So
it was he got a call.
He's like in a flashback, and he's showing that he had a call from Nick Fury, but it was the phone said Nick Fury.
And apparently
that's from one of the shorts. That's from one of the shorts. The short that he's like living with this dude in a little crib, Thor. That short I saw when it released. Yeah. It's from there. But I thought that was funny, the whole Nick Fury thing. But no, there was nothing like, there was no knee slappers for sure.
See, my thing is watching Taika Waititi do other things, where they are in the where we are in the shadows, Jojo Rabbit, all his other shit, knowing how much humor he can bring to
dark situations.
This was a little bit of a letdown. It's like I said in the other one. This is, I think, his worst thing, to where. So Taika Waititi's not a comedian; he's just a writer and a director. And I've seen him bring funny sensibilities to other shit. It's just this one didn't work out.
Yeah, well,
no. Yeah, it's Thor hit or miss. That's what I call this movie. It's Thor hit or miss. Where it missed a lot more than it hit, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm telling you right now. I wish Christian Bale's character was still alive.
Yeah,
because I want more Christian Bale. He's the cowbell in this movie. We need more. We needed more of him.
I want more of that as well. Yeah. I hear you.
And not for nothing, make Christian Bale a fucking Joker or Carnage. I'm sold.
Whoa. Christian Bale Carnage, dude. That's something else.
If you want to watch Christian Bale as Cletus Cassidy, just watch American Psycho.
Just watch American Psycho. Why not, you stupid bastard? Yo, my boy Ed put me onto that movie way back. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching? The whole the business card scene is so ridiculous, but really good.
I got human bones.
Damn, it's 12:30.
Yeah.
Funny, this shit picked up at the end. Yeah. Sorry, show. We didn't need you this week.
Asshole. But anyway, on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood.
Man, I'm sorry. You were supposed to come back.
Yeah, Lay. You're supposed to come back. Hopefully next week the connection's better.
Yeah.
But Joe, still an asshole. And on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.
Laters.